Actually, no, I don't want to see that. I am live on Twitch. If I'm live on YouTube, then we will get going. So I am. Hello everyone, welcome back to Skyrim. I will be reporting back to Astrid shortly. But I chose to leave Cicero alive. But off screen, as I said I would, I got a spadefish, a pygmy sunfish, and a pearlfish. I already had the catfish. I will tell you that for the spadefish, I went to Eldergleam Sanctuary. There was some in there. For pygmy sunfish, I explored the hot springs area. I could not find any in the water there, so I went up and discovered Ancestor Glade and found some there. The pearlfish I found, there were also some there, but I also fished them up in Riverwood. Full disclosure, while I was exploring the Steam area, I did kill a dragon. It attacked me while I was over there. So I killed it and took its stuff. I also got some ancestor moth wings and some angelfish and a few other fish along the way. So I will put some of this stuff away, and I will go to Swims in Deep Waters to turn in that quest and get the next one. And then I will make my way over towards, then I will go turn in the next quest for the Dark Brotherhood. And then we'll decide what else we're doing this stream. Because turning those things in will not take 4 hours. I also picked up the iron and steel ingots when I was in Riverwood from the blacksmith there. I fished up a lot of tongs. Like, that's not even all of the tongs. Those are just the ones that are still with me. For the small fish, like the pygmy sunfish, I was using the Alikri fishing rod that we received from Varia, since that is ideal for smaller fish. I also realized that I still have Malorel's journal in my inventory, so I want to get that out. I also fished up Denstagmer's ring, which gives you 20% resistance to fire, frost, and shock. I did not expect to find that, but I was fishing at Heartwood Mill when I found that. And of course I was wearing the lucky fishing hat so it would rain during all of that. I believe that is everything that happened off screen. So let's go turn in my fishing. I should give you the next one right away, but I'll tell you where the fish can be found, and but most likely it requires fishing as opposed to just diving into the water somewhere and grabbing them. Then I will tell you where they can be fished up and do it off screen. That's the only quest I have active right now, so it seems that he's not in the Riften fishery at the moment. There we go.
Need something?
So I can tell him that I couldn't find his lucky hat or here are the fish you're after. I also found your lucky fishing hat.
You are like my brood to me. Here,
The 400 gold I got is for uh, giving him the hat.
My thanks to you.
I'm ready for the next fishing challenge.
It's all in this note.
Alright, I'll be back
My
with
thanks
fish.
to you.
It's a list of Arctic fish. He also gave me the Argonian fishing rod, which improves the chance of catching large fish. It also said I can now create new equipment at forges if I come down to miscellaneous. I can make the illegally fishing rod for quicksilver ingot and firewood. Make the Argonian fishing rod for orichalcum ingot and firewood. I can also make a basic fishing rod for iron and firewood. So let's take a look at what the Arctic fish are. I will look at the list when I'm in the fishery, because that's where the
Out with it.
fishing mastery book will be. Slowly filling up that tank with fish. So the list of Arctic fish that I now have. The fish you have brought back are getting along swimmingly, which makes sense given they're fish, but I mean swimmingly in the way people say it. I suppose both could be true. The next of the fish I will have you catch will be tough to chew. They swim in frozen waters and their scales are as thick as ice. Maybe your hook will be the one to melt their scales and their hearts. Here is the list. Angler larva, Arctic char, Arctic grayling, and cod. Happy fishing. Refer to my excellent third volume of Fishing Mastery if you wish to know more. Fishing Mastery Volume 3. Skyrim is known for its cold. Just say the word to an outlander and the shiver will run up their spine before biting them in the neck. But for an aspiring fisher, this miserable frozen snowscape is more bark than bite, and an opportunity to discover new, deep water fish. In this guidebook, you will find tips for catching fish in Arctic, snow-fringed waters. The most important tip being to keep yourself warm, your cast true, and your line steady. Let the shivers crawl up the fish instead. Any place with freezing water will do, but if you're looking for a few places to get started, try fishing the Jorgrim River off the docks of Windhelm. Fishing from the sea near the ships in Dawnstar should also lead to a few bites. Finally, Nightgate Inn has a small lake that visitors have been known to enjoy casting their lines into during their stays. Angler larvae, small in size, commonly caught. To catch an angler is a feat best reserved for master fishermen, but their hatchlings are a different story. Angler larvae thrive along the sea floor, but often come to the surface and become enticed by the gleam of a fisherman's shiny hook. Size does not matter here. The fishery will not judge you for trying to catch a baby fish. The fully grown angler will be yours in due time. Arctic char. The char is a cold water spotted fish native to the coastal shores of Skyrim. It is less common than the grayling, so patience must be had when fishing for it. I already have a couple. When I need to be patient, I like to count fish in my head, but you must come up with your own method. If you copy mine, you must pay royalties. Some have taken to calling it Captain's Bane, as they are known to gather near shipwrecks. For that reason, having an Arctic char swim alongside your vessel is an ill omen indeed. Arctic grayling, a long tapered fish that is a cousin of the salmon. Ours is to wonder if they have family gatherings, but this is unlikely given how the grayling prefers the cold. Some say the grayling is the Lady of the Ice. True to its name, it is an elegant fish and dances in the water beneath the ice floes in the Sea of Ghosts. I have seen it. Cod. The cod is at home in any frozen river, such as the coldest parts of the Right River as it winds its way past Windhelm. The cod is a remarkable fish, which you can identify by its 3 dorsal fins. They say all the best things come in threes. A good play has 3 acts. A sandwich has 3 parts. The dumb worship 3 gods. Triangles. Speaking of threes, this concludes the 3rd volume of our Guide to Fishing Mastery. Once you have caught all the fish in this book, you have risen to the enviable rank of expert. Well done. So I already have 2 Arctic char. When I need to catch Arctic char for a quest, I usually come up to around down the water over here. I'll set up a fishing camp. Actually, where I found the pearlfish was directly north of Windward Ruins. There's some of the water there. As far as the cod goes, I know that that is easily to be found if you go to the Windhelm docks. You do not have to fish for them. I'm still wearing the ring of Glub Glub Fun Time. And if I look around the water over here for a little bit, I should have no trouble finding some cod. Cod is one of my favorite things to eat. I find cod absolutely delicious. One of the best meals I ever had was a restaurant in Pike Place Market called the Athenian in Seattle. I had the fish and chips, which was beer battered cod. I still dream of that meal sometimes. Anyway, there's my cod. Just wanted to show that you can find some there. And like any other fish, they will respawn in time. But for the moment, let's report back to Astrid. I'm also curious if my unicorn went back to the college. It should have once I rode off on Shadowmere. And I don't see it waiting around here anymore. Shadowmere will be my mount for the foreseeable future. I switched off of the reindeer when it was no longer the Christmas season, and now that I've used the unicorn for a while and reached a certain point in this quest line, I'll switch.
Arnbjorn is safe, and for that you have my thanks. But what of the fool? Is Cicero dead?
Yes, Cicero is dead. Lie.
Excellent. Once again, you've proven yourself a born assassin.
I'm going to adjust the volume on my end a little bit. I hope you can hear it. I cannot. And I do enjoy being able to hear the dialogue.
Why don't you hold on to Shadowmere a while longer? He's a fine steed, and hasn't been ridden nearly as much as he should lately. And now that this Cicero mess has been mopped up, we can get back to the matter at hand.
The assassination of the Emperor. Right, so what's my next task?
There's just one more target before we strike out at the Emperor. Have you by chance heard of the Gourmet? Read his cookbook?
One of my nicknames.
It's become quite a phenomenon. The Gourmet is scheduled to cook for the Emperor at a special dinner. You'll kill him, steal his writ of passage, and assume the role of Master Chef. Festus has been spearheading this part of the assassination plan. He's close to uncovering the identity of the Gourmet. You should report to him.
Ideally, when I
Stay safe.
return next time, I will have killed Safia as well.
You must be talking about the caravan job.
But really, a hawker, some twine, 3 wood elves, and a hatchet? Points for creativity, if nothing else.
You give me too much credit. For how could I fail? I am, after all, just a little girl. What threat could I possibly pose?
Creepy child. Hey, Festus.
There you are. Took your sweet time dealing with Cicero, eh?
Well, I did some fishing, too.
Let's get down to business. Astrid told you about the Gourmet, I hope.
Did I need to kill him and take on his identity?
Quite so. But first, you'll need to learn who he is. Assuming, of course, that the Gourmet actually is a he. Could be a woman, for all we know.
Absolutely. So you don't even know who the Gourmet is. Wonderful.
Don't be so petulant. In my investigations, I came upon this. It's a copy of the Gourmet's cookbook. But not just any copy. It's signed, you see. Seems to be a message from the Gourmet to one Anton Varan. I've tracked Varan to the keep in Markarth. It would seem he's the cook.
And this Anton Varan knows the Gourmet's true identity?
I believe so. Therefore, you are to obtain that information from Varan, who the gourmet really is and where he can be found. Oh, and when you're done with Varan, kill him. Loose ends and all that. Next, you'll have to... Are you still paying attention?
Of course, Festus. Please continue.
Huh. As I was saying, you'll need to kill the gourmet, of course. But what's more, you'll need to get his writ of passage, so you can take his place. Oh, and if you can, hide his body. The longer it takes for anyone else to determine his real identity, the better. Now off with you.
What else can you tell me about the gourmet?
Nobody knows his true identity. Well, nobody except Gaius Morrow, and you've already taken care of him. Well, I do know the gourmet was classically trained in traditional Breton cuisine in High Rock, so that's where he must have met Anton Varan. In any event, our anonymous chef shares a passion for food with all of Tamriel. And that anonymity will prove the Emperor's undoing.
Tell me about this cookbook.
Uncommon Taste. It was published a few years ago. It became a sensation throughout the Empire almost overnight. The recipes were hailed as both practical and decadent. I made a few of the gourmet's dishes myself, actually. His roast mutton with regard berry sauce is to die for. But his chocolate pate gives me the runs.
So the gourmet is in Skyrim.
Yes, Gaius Morrow, on orders from his father, arranged for the gourmet to come to Skyrim months ago to serve as the Emperor's personal chef. But the Emperor canceled his journey at the last minute. Morrow was smart. Kept the gourmet around, in case things changed. And so, the gourmet has remained in seclusion, somewhere in Skyrim, on indefinite hold. Probably feels like a prisoner. But you'll fix that.
For how could I fail?
Remember,
I am, after all,
the
just a little
Markov
girl.
keep.
What threat could I possibly pose?
Probably cooking up all of the gourmet's recipes, passing them off as his own.
It's been quite a boon, looking like a
Any
child.
advice?
Yes, don't kill the gourmet. Oh, I know you have to, but it makes me sad all the same.
So,
I love the gourmet's
is it
recipes.
true?
The world will soon be a
You're referring
blander,
to that
less
blacksmith
flavorful
contract?
place.
I'm just trying
Have
to
fun.
imagine you hiding inside the body of a mammoth. Bloody brilliant idea.
When one
More
can
room than
divine
a
the
tauntaun.
future, success may not be assured, but it can at least be anticipated. It helps that I've already foretold my own death.
Oh, really?
Death is but the time to sleep forever in the void.
Any advice?
You've been directed to dispose of the gourmet's body, is that correct? I often find water to be a suitable hiding place. A lake, a pool, the sea. Until next time, brother.
Nazir?
Need something? I wouldn't worry too much about this Varain giving you the information you need. Give him a good scare, and he'll squawk like a hag raven. That said, if your attack on Varain is witnessed, those Markarth guards are going to be none too happy. You've got people to kill, my
I
friend.
got a get out of jail
Let's
free
get to
card
it.
in Markarth. I'm Thane of the Breach and was already falsely imprisoned once. Vizara!
The shadow scales are all... Well, assuming this gourmet is just a cook, it will probably be an easy kill. Just be discreet. Alerting others will be the real threat. Right then.
Won't everybody else?
There you are. Look, I just wanted to say thanks for coming to find me back in Dawnstar. Crazy Jester finally met his match, am I right? You're part of a family now, Hamshank. I trust you, you trust me. Got it?
Any advice?
The last thing you need is my help. Listener or not, you've proven yourself time and again. To Astrid, to the family, and to me.
He likes me now.
Later, Hamhawk.
And
Need
Astrid.
something? Believe it or not, Festus likes you. He senses your power, your potential. Follow his instructions to the letter, and you may even earn his respect.
Wouldn't that be something?
Remember, when you kill, we all wield the blade.
So I will take care of Anton immediately. We may or may not go after the gourmet quite so quickly. But I do want Anton out of the way. I will put on the amulet of Bella just in case my speech is not quite high enough to persuade him naturally. But failing a persuasion check, intimidation will work on him. Almost guaranteed. He is not a brave man.
Yes, yes, for the 100th time. I am a Breton. I was born in High Rock, and then I came here. I am not a Richman.
I know who you are, Anton, and where you're from.
Who are you? What do you want?
The gourmet. Who is he? Where is he?
The gourmet? Never. I don't know what led you here, but nothing will betray my trust. I'll take the secret of the gourmet's identity to my grave.
For the Dark Brotherhood, that can be easily arranged.
The Dark Brotherhood? Now, wait a minute. Let's not get hasty. I mean, surely my friend wouldn't want me to endanger my own life, right? Look, his name is Balagog Gronolobe. He's an orc. The gourmet's an orc. He's staying at the Nightgate Inn. That's all I know. Now you'll let me go, right?
Of course, Anton. Thank you.
Okay, all right. Wonderful. You're welcome. I'll just be on my way then.
Let's see if I can just do this while I'm visible.
Help! Somebody help!
Okay, I can't do it that simply. I'll likely have to wait until he goes to
Keep your
sleep.
hands to yourself.
Or is at least not, you know, standing in front of everyone. Ooh, if he goes back here. I didn't even mean to let go of the arrow. But, good enough. I'm gonna take his chef stuff.
My father died. Things won't be the same. Need something?
Wait, he's your father? Thought he was just a worker.
Good to see Skyrim still has such fine people. You give an old man hope.
Now, I was thinking about maybe leaving the gourmet alive for a little bit, but the fishing mastery did mention specifically Nightgate Inn as a small lake, and it said that the gourmet is staying there. Because of the cutting room floor mod, it's renamed to Hillarchen and turned into a small settlement. But for the most part, it's still, no. The Nightgate Inn is still a feature here.
Let me know if you want anything. Think I got a clean mug around here. Ah, hello there, traveler. Come to the Nightgate for food or lodging?
What can you tell me about the inn?
This old place? Huh. Been here forever. built by my great-granddad. Run by him, then all the way up the line to me.
Do you get a lot of business?
Nah, not so much. The odd traveler on the road, but mostly just old full-time. Come to drink away a lifetime of bad memories, I'd wager. Of course, there's the orc. Long-term tenant, that one. For what he pays, I could afford to shut this place down.
Tell me about the orc.
Him? Oh, name's, Balablob, or, Malaklob, one of them funny orc names. Talks real good, though. Not a savage at all. Said he's a writer. Don't know what kind of job that is, but it must earn him some pretty coin. He's paid up for the next few months. He mostly just hangs about. Goes down to the lake, sometimes samples the stores of wine in the cellar. Man can do whatever he pleases, as far as I care. Anything you need, just holler.
So, full-time's right here.
Hadring got himself another customer, eh?
Do you come here a lot?
You see any other inns around here? Where else would I go to drink?
What do you know about the orc?
Well, he doesn't like company, I can tell you that much. Just wants to be left alone, but... Oh, no, that's not really it. It's like he wants to talk. He likes people and all, but he stays separate because he's supposed to. It's kind of sad, really.
He seems to be very observant.
Walk away. I wasn't talking.
Now, he has a red book of riddles in gold, but he also has a blade sword at his hip. So there is a theory that he is, in fact, another former member of the Blades who is basically just drinking away the horrors of what he experienced. So, take his route of passage, and we're gonna drag him to the shadows. He will often stand down by the lake, and then you can just, like, at the edge of the docks, stand down by the lake, and then you can just push his body into the water. If you kill him down here, just pick a place out of the way. Like back here, he won't be found for a while. If you want to have fun with it, I believe one of these barrels has an open top, and you can kind of dump him in there. But that's easier to do if you don't have mods, because some of the mods kind of make it harder to ragdoll the bodies quite as much as you can naturally. And I'm gonna try it anyway. It's more fun that way. Don't mind me just dragging you guys' body across the floor in your cellar. What does the innkeeper care? It said he's paid up for the next few months. The hard part is actually lifting him high enough to get him into the barrel. If I can at least get like a leg hooked over the edge. That would be a good start. Eh. If I can get any limb hooked over the edge, then we'll be good. Maybe I need to stand on top of the barrel. If I get some elevation, maybe I can lift him better. Ah. Something that would get me on top of the barrel. I just need to stand further away. There you go. Now I can take that door right over there out of the inn entirely. But while I'm here, why don't I perform? I will play the lute again.
Something I can get for you? Of course.
Let's do song 6. Woohoo! Yeah!
What do you want?
Need a room? Or maybe just some mead?
I'm done for now.
Thank you. Here, this is for you. I'll show you to your room.
Another
Right
day of
this way.
10 gold. Give me this room.
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
Well, I need to get a few hours rest.
Hadring got himself another customer, eh?
I feel like this place gets attacked a lot.
Need something? Good day.
They added the smith that's
Yes?
basically Alvor. The layout is the same, including the position of the iron and steel ingots.
See ya.
Except you can't become his friend and take them. You can steal them if you want. Don't remember if there's actually any quests here. There appears to be no one in this farmhouse right now. Got lots of wolf heads on the wall. Oh, here's the guy.
I don't owe you money, do I?
No, you don't owe me money.
Hmm?
He has a farmhouse too, but not doing anything. They have farmhouses. Do they actually have farms in this cold area?
Hail, Summoner.
Because of course, Pale Hold Guard, he'd be here no matter
Staying
what.
safe, I hope?
There's a house up here. Fathenda's farmhouse. Yeah, basically just a bunch of farmhouses, looks like. Here's the docks by which the gourmet would stand if you go after him during the day. So, according to Fishing Mastery 3, the angler larva is small, but the Arctic char, the Arctic grayling, and the cod are all large. But I'm going to make sure that the angler larva is not what you catch at the Night Gate Inn. How many times will it take me to correctly type the words Night Gate? Well, there's a guide on Reddit that claims to make it all easy. Arctic grayling can be caught here. I'm pretty sure I know an area where the angler larva can be found. If Arctic grayling can be caught here and it's a large fish, then I will equip the Argonian fishing rod. I know I said to do most of the fishing off screen, but I figure if I'm going to come to the Night Gate Inn at the point where I can fish for something at the Night Gate Inn, I may as well show it. Got cod right away. I will show you a place where you can find angler and angler larva as well. I will warn you now, and again when I go there. If you have thalassophobia, just be ready. Oh, I also need an Arctic grayling for the current bounty quest I have from Varia. So let's make sure we catch at least one more Arctic grayling. Though I'm pretty sure I can get the Arctic grayling back after I use one to lure Fang Tusk. Pretty sure I can get it back. Just in case. Plus I want to have at least one extra of everything so I can put them in the fish hatchery. I fished up the Ring of Kittereth. Let's see what that does. When warned, rainstorms occur while fishing at temperate lakes and streams, so it can replace the lucky fishing hat if you gave that back to swims in deep waters. So if you were thinking, maybe I shouldn't give it back so that I can still catch the rainfish, there's a ring that does the same thing. It doesn't make you remove your current helmet or what have you. There's another Arctic char, which is fine. I have 2. I want at least 3. 1 for swims in deep waters, 1 for another quest, and 1 for fish hatchery. But if you're looking for the Arctic fish, I've caught a grayling, a char, and a cod while using the Argonian fishing rod right here at Night Gate Inn. So, you know, if you're looking for the fish you need for Arctic fish, grab the Argonian fishing rod that swims in deep waters has just given you. Cast it here. When the fish are up, head into the Night Gate Inn, sleep for a while, or just wait, and keep going. Okay. There's a location in the Sea of Ghosts, and for someone who is not afraid of deep water, I don't swim well, but I'm not afraid of deep water. But this place still scares the bejesus out of me. There is a location in Skyrim called Pilgrim's Trench, a deep underwater area northwest of Windhelm. It doesn't really show up easily on the game, because it's just so far out there. I'll start at Frostfall Lighthouse because I wanted to discover Hobbs Fall Cave on my way by, if I can. So let's get on Shadowmere to at least get closer to the water's edge, without me just, you know, jumping off with... It's raining goats. That seems satanic. But I will check them for goat horns. None of them had goat horns on them. That's a shame. I would like to make more torches. There's often a bear of some sort around here. Usually a snow bear, because, you know, it's a snowy area. I often like to discover Hobbs Fall Cave so I can fast travel into and out of it. If you are joining the Stormcloaks, and I won't tell you what I think of that decision, you'll want to be familiar with this location, the Tower Stone. You will be asked to come, I'm pretty sure it's here, for your initiation quest. The Imperials ask you to clear out a fort so they can install a garrison. The Stormcloaks ask you to undertake a ancient Nord tradition of coming to the stone and fighting ice wraiths. But I don't see any ice wraiths right now. So either they're just not bothering to spawn in, or I'm mistaken and the stone is actually the Serpent Stone, which is up there. No, I think it's the Serpent Stone. I think the Tower Stone is just, you know, another stone. I will show you what the Tower Stone does, though. Those on the side of the tower have the option to automatically open expert or lower locks. You only have one sign blessing at a time, and like other powers like that, you can use it once per day. Really, the only type of lock I ever have significant trouble opening is some master locks, so I don't find the Tower Stone to be particularly useful. And if you're trying to waste your perk points, you can just put them in lockpicking and make it obsolete anyway. I have never put a perk into the lockpicking skill tree. Even the long-going playthrough I have where I'm trying to reach level 252 or whatever it is you need to be able to unlock every perk in the game. I haven't done any lockpicking perks yet. I'm like at level 130 or something. Okay, so there's what appears to be a ship. I'm gonna actually leave Shadowmare on the shore. I'll kill this snow bear after soul trapping it, and then I will head out into the water. Snow bear is aggroed on the Shadowmare instead of me. Doesn't really matter either way. A single snow bear is not too big of a threat at this time. Okay. So there's water over here. I'm going to swim towards that, and you will see as I get close. Watch the navigation bar. I'm heading in this direction. And then suddenly it's behind me. And there's nothing up there. So where is it? Deep. Deep underwater. If you have something of water breathing, now would be the time. It's dark and it's deep. If you want to look away while I'm going down there, I do not blame you in the slightest. This is your warning. And let's dive in. So we're going down, down. We discover Pilgrim's Trench. There are fish down here. Lots of salmon. Going even deeper and deeper. More salmon. There's some Arctic char freely swimming here. As they said, they are common in areas around shipwrecks. Tons of salmon, plenty of Arctic char. But that's not the only thing down here. If you go even deeper under the water, deeper and deeper. If you know what one of the deepest fish in the ocean is, you may know exactly what I'm looking for. Here's some anglerfish larvae. So I have everything I need for swims in deep waters. Where is it? I found anglerfish larva, which implies that there should be, if there's something to leave the larva behind, there should be an actual anglerfish somewhere around here. I know for a fact there is. There's also some clams down here. It's also possible I'm just having trouble seeing it. How dark it is down here. There's something that happens when you're streaming or recording a game that oftentimes your screen is actually darker than what the people watching see. Happens more with capture devices, like for a console, but it does happen a little bit here as well. Of course, there's Nordic barnacle clusters all over the place, like with every, uh, shipwreck throughout Skyrim. This area is also just a little bit disorienting. I think this area was not very useful prior to the fishing creation being added. I mean, sure, there's a chest down here, and it has, a flawless gem. But coming all the way down here for a single chest, or some barrels, I mean, if you don't have at least the water-breathing spell, oh, I guess there's another chest. But if you don't have at least the water-breathing spell, a potion, or something with the enchantment, you would need to know exactly where those things are before coming down here, so you don't have to spend too much time looking. I'm going to spend a little bit more time down here, because I really would like to find that full-grown angler. I'm going to see if I can get some guidance about it. The trench is only marked as discovered if you dive down to the ships. The Arms of Chaos anniversary quest would ask you to find an item at the bottom of Pilgrim's Trench. There's a coffin down there that you will need. Yes, there are no underwater predators. Salmon with fishing creation, Arctic chars also swim in the area, while a single angler can be found beneath a rocky outcrop on the ocean floor. At least 11 Nordic barnacles. Due to the depths, all races except Argonians will need a water-breathing effect to explore this location. Explorers should allow 60 seconds of water breathing for a quick dive and 3 minutes for a leisurely perusal of the site. So it does say the single angler fish beneath a rocky outcrop on the ocean floor. That is exactly what I was looking for. You can find it with the Argonian fishing rod at other locations. Just the one down here is supposed to be guaranteed. And as far as I'm aware, this outcropping is the one that it's referring to. And I found the larva. I have not found the adult angler. I don't need to find it right now. Unless there's another rocky outcropping at an even deeper point that I have yet to key into. But I'm pretty sure that's the deepest spot of the ocean that I was looking at. So it looks like this is going pretty far down. Nope, just takes me right back to here. Anglerfish are kind of scary. Except for the Pokemon Lantern, which is based on a anglerfish. It's pretty cute. And one of my personal favorites among water types. I don't like it as much as Lapras, but Lantern is pretty cool. I used it in my first playthrough of Heart Gold back in the day. Heart Gold came out a little bit before Skyrim did. So it was probably the game I was spending the most time on prior to the release of Skyrim. And it's my various playthroughs of challenging myself to use different things is the reason why it's probably the only game I've played more than Skyrim. More hours into it than... Because, you know, there's 493 Pokemon available in that game. And I've used almost all of them at this point, in one way or another. So there's some slaughterfish eggs here too. Yeah, if I want the angler, I'll either try and fish or come back here off screen. If you've just been listening to me ramble and looking away because the water is terrifying, I have now surfaced. Any additional explorations down there will be off screen. I am going to briefly look for a fishing location around here. To give you some guidance if you do not want to fish here yourself, if you don't want to dive in there yourself. I should be able to find a fishing location to show you somewhere around here. I like setting up camps at fishing spots so that you can, you know, sleep there and fast travel to it if necessary. Though camping is most useful if you're, you know, playing survival mode where fast travel would be disabled anyway. I do not see a fishing spot around here. Pretty sure there is one though. Oh, right here. Near where I came into the water. Chances are I can probably catch, you know, every fish that I'm looking for in this water. Another cod. Okay, I might go to the store and buy cod when this stream is over. I did get another grayling. That's what I was hoping to find. I'm trying to remember a piece of information regarding the fish hatchery at uh, the at Winstead Manor. There's an angler, full-size angler. The only new fish that was added by the fishing creation that cannot be placed in the fish hatchery is juvenile mud crabs. It is not necessary to deposit an angler in the hatchery. Placing a single angler larva will result in respawning stocks of both larval and fully grown anglers. It's also worth knowing that many fish can create valuable potions. No, I have all this stuff. I needed 1 cod, I have 5. I needed 1 Arctic Grayling Eastern Char, I have 4 and 5. In terms of angler larva, I got 3. So I have everything I need for that. Let's do Tusk Terror because I got what I need. And then I'll return the fish. Let me actually read the bounty for Fang Tusk because I haven't actually done so. By order of the Jarl, Ulfric Stormcloak, a fearsome horker has been preying upon fishermen north of Hollyfrost Farm. They say this beast drains the life from any who draw near it. Those that have encountered it and lived have taken to calling it Fang Tusk. The creature seems to enjoy eating Arctic grayling above all else. This is a fish common to all frozen waters in the snowy north of Skyrim. Fishermen have been keeping it occupied by leaving offerings at its feeding grounds on the shoreline, but the time has come for this threat to be dealt with. Lure the beast out with an Arctic grayling placed upon the shore and come well armed. A reward will be offered to any who can manage to slay it. Your leaf. So it's between the wreck of the Winter War and Ingle Barrow. If you're wondering what point of Ingle Barrow is, talk to the General Goods Merchant in Winterhold. That will get you started. It's also it's also a possible radiant location for the Helm of Winterhold that the Jarl of Winterhold can make you can ask you to find. So there's a skeleton here, Troll Skull. Placing Arctic grayling is a miscellaneous task. I'm now being asked to kill Fang Tusk, and it is draining my life. But it's not really all that much stronger than any regular horker. It has a vampiric ring that allows you to cast the spell Drain Life. It's also got vampire dust, vampire gloves. It's basically a vampiric horker. You're likely to be attacked by other horkers if you kill Fang Tusk. I'm also being attacked by a snow bear, which that I was not expecting. Yeah. I was hoping one more swing would not take it out, and I would be able to continue soul trapping things. Okay. After slaying Fang Tusk, I discovered the remains of a vampire inside its gut, along with an enchanted vampiric ring. I should tell the Jarl steward the ring as proof the deed is done. I haven't done a whole lot in Windhelm. Ooh, all the guards are present. Please let me detect life.
File for him before he died. Man was obsessed.
Yeah, my first chat today and it's that.
Won't give us a straight answer.
How disappointing.
God might get nervous.
He'll come around.
Approaches with his weapon drawn.
Okay, Yurley.
I'm not much of a strategist, but Lord Ulfric listens to my counsel all the same.
What can you tell me about Windhelm while I'm
Grew
here?
up here, old as Admora, but that just grows the beard sticker. Lot of history in these walls. We're trying to make some more. It's a lucky time to be alive.
He knows that. They all
What
know
do you
that.
do for the Jarl?
For Ulfric? Well, nothing official. Known him for years. He seems to value my thoughts, and I'm grateful for that. I don't really have a mind for war, and I think he likes having an untrained opinion from time to time.
Fangtusk has been slain.
It's really dead then? It may be dead now, but where did it come from?
They say that about dragons too. An enchanted ring in Fangtusk's gut seems to have been the source of its power.
You've done well.
Whoever we replace them with.
Travelers should be safe now. At least safe from giant vampire horkers.
Thank you. Here, this is for you.
And he gives me a small amount of gold. So now I can ask Averia about additional bounties. Because I'm going to going back, I will get more Radiant quests from the Thieves Guild as well. I'm jumping. I wasn't going to be able to travel while I was in the air. So I'll start at the Riften Docks, as I have been, but we'll see if either of them are actually out here. Looks like one of them is and one of them is not.
Yes?
Varia is out here.
Hmm?
Know of anyone need a fishing work around Skyrim?
You're headed to Markarth. It's all in this note.
Fishing tutor.
Until next time.
So I'm going to have to teach someone else how to fish. Let's go talk to Swims in Deep Waters and turn in the I did see welcome back, Danilo. I thought you had I got a notification that you followed me in the past, but thank you for following. I appreciate it. I am doing well.
Yes?
Here are the fish you asked for.
It has done a good thing. It will take this gift as a token of gratitude.
I'm ready for the next challenge.
Maybe you can help me.
I'll explore underground and bring you the fish you need.
Thanks to you.
He wants underground fish this time. Let's take a look at the list. Good news, the other day I stepped on a rock and nearly lost the scale. I was about to curse the rock, put it in an envelope and mail it to the Daedric Prince, one of the nasty ones of course, when I realized the rock was shaped like a fish. Truly this was a sign from the divines that you had succeeded in your tasks. I am glad to see the rock was correct, and I do not have to burn this other in shame. As such, you will next travel to where rocks and fish live in harmony, the dank, sun-starved caves of Skyrim. From their waters I seek the following: direfish, glass catfish, tripod spiderfish, vampire fish. I wish you luck, which you will almost certainly need, unless you have a lucky hat like I do. I will not loan you my hat, but you are welcome to read the 4th volume of Fishing Mastery to give yourself an edge. My stream has been going pretty well. I've been doing a little bit of Dark Brotherhood, a little bit of fishing. While I'm here, I'm gonna get some more Thieves Guild quests. On Tuesdays and Saturdays, I stream Stardew Valley as well. So, tomorrow will be a Stardew stream. I haven't been back in here since I completed the Whiterun special request.
Yes, Lon. Did you need something?
Out with it. Time. Oh, you're back? I suppose you'll be wanting your pay then.
Need some gold? I may have some work for you.
I finished that special Whiterun job.
Alfred sent ahead his compliments.
I am
Looks like his friend
from
Arden is
Illinois.
soon to be released, thanks to his brand new identity. More importantly, he's pledged the full support of the Battleborn clan to the Thieves Guild. We're still growing by leaps and bounds thanks to you, and other merchants moved into the space outside the flagon. You're a natural. Never seen anything like it. We got a long way to go, but don't let that bother you. It's a lot farther than we've been in years. Find me if you're ever looking for some
So,
extra coin.
our new merchant here in the flagon is a alchemist over here.
Name your poison.
Herluin
I
the
sell
Fair.
all sorts of poisons for almost
So now we have an
anything.
alchemist and a Fletcher down here. It's got a Daedric bow of expelling, which is wild. I will customize my channel in time.
If you're looking for
No
extra work,
worries.
talk to Vex or Delvin. Stick to the rules and you'll end up rich. Break
Things
them,
are looking
and you're
up
out on
around
your
here,
arse. Simple, right? Ready for some more? I bet
So
you
let's
are.
get an additional
We're looking to
burglary
recover an air.
and
Here you go.
fishing
Hope we
quest.
don't muck it up.
Vex is asking for one in Solitude, which is great. I
Things are
haven't
looking up around here,
done the
lad.
special
Got lots of-
request there yet.
Right. Would you
A
got
fishing
ourselves a
job
free-
from
Just remember the rules. Keep it
Delvin,
clean and keep it quiet.
hoping
I
for
sell all sorts of
Markarth
poisons
or
for almost
Solitude.
every occasion.
It's Windhelm, but that's fine. I'm not looking for artwork at the moment. Let's do these things. I'm still waiting for that courier to come back. Maybe like wait for an hour right here and see if a courier appears. No. Okay. I can't see your chat, but I said I'm not interested in the art. I'm not interested in Discord either. I do have one, but I don't want to use it for commissions.
I once killed 6 men single-handed while rescuing my brothers in arms from ambush by an Imperial patrol.
Easy enough to pickpocket. So Brawling is one of the Thanes of Hafingar. I am also a Thane of Hafingar. Often one or both of her doors are unlocked. even if they shouldn't be. So quests that involve you going into her house either to steal something or to get Ernskar to forgive Octave's debt are usually able to be done at any time of day. I'll go out the front door since that's the one that was unlocked. So I completed that and that. It appears like Safia is in Skyrim right now. So this is a good time to go and kill her. We'll get Muffle and Invisibility ready. I'll go in and cap Muffle before I even get on the ship. It would go away when I opened the door, so. Then I will cast it. Oh, she's right here. Did not have to go very far. I don't see anyone else around. The rest are probably drinking in solitude. Okay, so I'm going to go back to Whiterun briefly, get the reading, and what I'm also going to do while I'm here is I'm going to collect the fish that are in the base game, not counting the fish in creation. I'm going to take those ones over to my fish hatchery, just to get it started.
Come to Olava for a reading, did you? Sorry, pup, but I'm not quite in the
I
mood.
can't accept that answer today, Olava. I have this token for you.
Token, you say? Let me see. Oh, goodness me. You're a friend of Gabriella's, then. Well, I guess we both know why you're here.
I was told you could see my future.
Well, yes, I surely can. It's not something I do lightly, mind you, and it's not as specific as you might want, but yes, I will do this for you. Please, relax. Free your mind. Yes, that's it.
What do you see?
There's a cave. No, not a cave. A home. A place you feel secure. You will find safety there. Sanctuary. I see snow, lit by the star of dawn, and you are not alone. There are others. A child of night. A stalker of the sands. Oh, but before you are family, there will be blood. Such blood. Wait, there's something else. A potential for adventure and wealth. It is a ruin, ripe for the plunder. Deepwood Redoubt, far to the northwest. Through there is Hag's End, the last resting place of an assassin of old. A dark brother who bequeaths his ancient earthly possessions to you.
Is there anything else?
No, that is all. Now, please. I find myself very weary all of a sudden.
Thank you, Olava.
By Sithis, but you are a persistent one. Haven't I told you enough?
You told me plenty. So, she doesn't take the token from you, but it has no further use. She will never read your fortune again. But once was enough. Ah, sorry. I turn my head, but my headset turns with me. So it doesn't really help all that much, does it? I'll put the vampiric ring away. I do not need it. And we completed the Fang Tusk. Completed Fishing Mastery Volume 1 and 2. I did not grab Volume 3 while I was out there. Let me read Fishing 2 there. I long for a worthy instructor that can tutor me in the art of fishing. I can think of nothing more invigorating than waiting in breathless anticipation of a worthy catch while under your masterful tutelage. Be assured that you shall be compensated handsomely. I'll be waiting in the Silver Blood Inn for all serious inquiries. Linnea. So I'm going to put the other fish away. I have found the dire fish. I found several of them. I have also found a tripod spiderfish. So that is two of those fish already. I do not believe I have glass catfish or vampire fish yet. I think some can be caught in blackreach actually. So I'm going to grab a clam meat that can give you clam in the fishing area. And then there are a few others that are ingredients. The Abyssian longfin, the Cyrodiilic spadetail, the hissed carp, the river betty, then you can also get salmon by using their roe. You can also get slaughterfish by using their eggs. There's also silverside perch. And those are the base game fish that you can put in the fish hatchery. You'll also get dragonflies as well. You cannot put Nordic barnacle clusters or pearl oysters in your fishing hatchery. Even if you put like pearls or other Nordic barnacles in there, it just will not happen. I have glassfish, but that is a distinct species from the glass catfish. So let me pop over to the fish hatchery and get those put away. And then at some point I will add the many fish that were added by the creation. There's 20 of them, according to my list here. But for now, add one Abyssian longfin, the clam meat, Cyrodiilic spadetail, hissed carp, river betty, salmon roe, silverside perch, and slaughterfish egg. I have some of the creation fish with me as well, but I'll do that more measured. So right now we see nothing new, but over time, those fish will populate the area. Along with the dragonflies that appear wherever fish are. Let's see how much lube has done for the entry hall here. It is.
A local favorite and one of the first songs I ever learned.
He's doing a good job. Actually, he's done. Nicely done, lube.
I learn much from Garrick every day. Of course.
Will you now please start finishing the main hall?
All right then.
And because every furnishing in the entryway is complete, I will come over to the drafting table and remove the workbench from the area, since it is no longer necessary. So for the steward, the housecarl, and the bard, there is still only that one bench. She's been standing in here forever. Valdemar mostly patrols the property, so Loeb sits down. But soon there will be places for all of them to sit, and maybe even sleep, like there is in Lakeview Manor. Which I will also check. See how Elia is coming along with furnishing the main hall. I always want to know. I mean, I know it looks good. Even if the bard is standing on a table. We still got a lot of furniture and mounted animals, including a chandelier to do out here. If I come back here, there's still some barrels and a couple more mounted animals. If I come to the upstairs area, still a display case, a weapon plaque, some shelving, more mounted animals, and chandeliers. But progress is being made, just not quite as quickly as I would like. So I will do darkest depths at another time. I will do the fishing help, the fishing tutoring, and then return to the Dark Brotherhood. But before I do any of that, I forgot to read Fishing Mastery Volume 4. That is my bad. I apologize for the wasted time. I will rectify the mistake immediately. Fishing Mastery Volume 4. If you ever find yourself staring into the abyss and wondering what you've done with your life, do not fret. It is likely not the void of death that is standing before you, but rather one of Skyrim's many caverns, mines, and other dark places. It is the darkness that, if you're lucky, will be full of water and teeming with fish. But be forewarned, while you may be a seasoned adventurer, only an expert fisherman should attempt to fish these uncharted waters. While they won't kill you, if you fail to catch one you may just die of embarrassment, and that is a fate far worse. Fortunately, this guidebook will help you avoid having to hear the mocking laughter of fish echoing in your skull. Before we get to the fish, we should first discuss the places one can go that are suitable for fishing in the dark. Brood Cavern, in the mountains south of Morthal, is well known by hunters as a place of shelter and hungry fish eager to bite your hook. You may have to contend with wild animals that sometimes reside in these cool depths, so pack something sharp to go along with your fishing rod. Embershard Mine near the sleepy town of Riverwood is said to be flooded deep within, and may be a hidden gem for subterranean fish seekers. It is too bad that bandits and thugs have been seen by many coming and going from its entrance. It may be best to fish elsewhere for now. For the truly brave, Chilwyn Depths south of the Dragon Bridge is rumored to have dark waters that ripple with life. Take care not to venture far from the entrance, as this cave is known to be infested with frostbite spiders. These are only a few of the many deep places one may find a good fishing spot. Those that fancy themselves as explorers will no doubt turn up numerous places to cast their lines underground. Direfish, underground large in size. Legend has it that the direfish has a bit of dragon blood coursing through its fish veins. It would be a dire situation indeed if you pulled your rod up and a dragon was on the other side. Direfish have been known to enjoy giving underground explorers a fright by splashing the waters of the underground lakes they inhabit when anyone passes by. Glass catfish, large in size. The glass catfish is also known as the ghost catfish or the phantom catfish. Those names might be too frightening for timid fishermen, so we call it the glass catfish to help soothe your nerves. To me, cutting my scales on glass is a scarier thought than the ghostly catfish. Perhaps I am alone in thinking this way. Like the glassfish, the glass catfish is native to deep subterranean waters where the sun is a distant memory. Tripod spiderfish, large in size. I will let you in on a secret. I have a fear, one that is quite common in Skyrim. I am terrified of things with 3 legs. Why use 3 instead of 4? It seems like an accident waiting to happen. What, you thought I was terrified of spiders? They are good for pest control. It's interesting that he says he's afraid of things with 3 legs, as he said how wonderful the number 3 was in the previous book. Oh, I should have kept reading. I know I said good things come in 3s, but the tripod spiderfish is an exception. It is a long, terrifying creature found stalking the bottom of underground lakes. It does not use its eyes to find food, but rather it perches on its fins and senses the movement of its prey. And the vampire fish, also large in size. Caves are dark, and creatures of the night are drawn to their shadowy splendor. The vampire fish is much like its namesake, swimming in dark pools, bearing sharp fangs. Ours is to wonder if they also have tiny coffins to sleep in. If you manage to catch such a fish, let me know. We have completed our dark and treacherous journey into the world of underground fish. If you have the determination to catch all the fish within these pages, you are a true fishing master. Fine work. There's so many little...
Need something? Yes?
Now, I can ask him for work that is not related to, the fish lists. All of the quests he gives you, if I am not mistaken, are, Radiant quests that can be completed over and over and over again. But I will double check when I am done with various quests and his fish lists to see what quests I have not yet completed. So there's a fishing spot in Morthal that Linnea will ask me to take her to.
Come on in. The Silverblood Inn has plenty of strong drink and clean
Yes?
rooms.
You're the one in search of a fishing instructor?
Indeed.
I know just the spot. We can fish off the docks near the Warrens.
If that's what you want. I'll see you there soon.
I'm gonna be
So I will just use the basic fishing rod for this.
day, like my mother and father.
As all of the fish, the underground fish to be caught, are large fish. The Argonian fishing rod will be useful for that. I'll wait for her.
Is there anything else you need?
Now, let's begin. Oops. Got a...
Of course.
Catch fish with Linnea, 03. So use the fishing supplies. And we're waiting for a bite.
Something's happening. You've done well.
There's a salmon. Cast again. There are still fish in the water.
Huh? I never would have believed it if I hadn't seen it with my own eyes.
That's another dragon dialogue.
What was that?
Thank you for some of the creations. They used existing voice lines.
Well now, I guess I owe you my thanks.
Did you enjoy the lesson?
I couldn't be more pleased. Take this small token of my appreciation.
And she gives you a unique amulet to Debella, in addition to the usual speechcraft increase. It also increases your stamina by 40 points. So, if you like to carry a an amulet of Debella with you, you may want to switch to that one for the additional stamina boost. I'm going to take my break after I turn in these quests at the Dark Brotherhood. That's my ears going crazy. Okay, I'll first find Nazir and turn in the last contract for him.
So many contracts, so little time.
Sifia is dead.
By Sithis, now I am truly impressed. To kill a pirate captain on her own ship, no less. Simply masterful. You've not only earned your payment, but my respect as well. And believe me, friend, that does not come easily. I'm afraid that concludes our business. You have exhausted all available additional contracts. But I'm sure you've got plenty to keep you busy right about now,
Still an emperor to kill.
Go on now.
Let's talk now to Festus.
So, the prodigal murderer returns. And the gourmet?
Dead.
So I gathered. It seems a certain orc has disappeared. Which means you not only killed the gourmet, but disposed of the body as well. Oh, you've got the writ of passage too, I see. Splendid. Splendid. Ah, and word has come in from Markarth that the keep's cook has met an untimely demise. You performed your duties to the letter.
You would expect any less from the listener?
I was wrong about you. I see that now. Maybe we all were. Here's your payment, and a little something else as well, from me. Consider it my way of apologizing for being so damn curmudgeonly. It's called the Night Weaver's Band. I wore this for years. I want you to have it now. It'll give your magic and sneakiness some much-needed oomph. Now, you'd better get a move on and see Astrid. It's time. Time for the final stage of this grand and glorious operation.
So let's take a look at the Night Weaver's band. Sneaking is 10% better, and destruction spells cost 10% less to cast. So if you like sneaky assassinations with magic, that is your
The
item
shadow
of
scales
choice.
are all but forgotten.
So, let's talk about something else here. I'm going to get an item now called the Jaren Root. It is given by Astrid. It can be used for your own alchemy if you choose to kill the Emperor a different way. You cannot plant a Jaren Root. If you eat it, you will take a lot of damage based on what difficulty the game is on. 100 if you're on Novice, 600 if you're on Legendary. With full investment in Alchemy, you can make a Poison of Damage health that does 3000 damage, which is enough to basically one-shot anything. If you pickpocket the Jaren Root from Astrid, make it into a potion before you talk to her, you get a second Jaren Root. If you drop it when and then try and get the second root, the first one will disappear. If you store it in a container, she won't give you a second one. But if you make it into a potion, she will give you a second. So I'm going to see if I can
So it's done.
pickpocket the Jaren Root from
You've
her.
killed the gourmet. And now, Titus Mead II is as good as dead. What would...
I had a 76% chance to steal it, and I failed. So I am in fact going to make a potion with it. I don't have full investment in alchemy, but I'm going to make the best. The Jaren Root has 4 effects on it. Damage health with a 100 times multiplier. Damage magicka, damage stamina, and damage magicka regen. There are 19 different potions that can be made. It's also very valuable. The 3 most valuable combinations you can make with the Jaren Root are combining it with Goldust and Ectoplasm, Glowdust and Nightshade, or Blisterwort and Human Heart. The Jaren Root, Blisterwort, and Human Heart is unique in the game in that it makes a potion with 5 effects. In addition to the 4 that Jaren Root has, it also adds Frenzy. So I'm okay with not going for 5 effects. I think I'm going to... I don't have Mort Flesh because I did not install Plague of the Dead. So I can't get Mort Flesh, which makes the 3 effect potion unobtainable. There is, however, some other ones I can do. I'm going to combine it with a Crimson Nirnroot and a Nirnroot. That gives me damage health and damage stamina. The Crimson Nirnroot also has a multiplier on it. So that makes it very powerful. And then I'll come back and get the other thing. Get the other Jaren Root. This should work. But I did a quick save before I talked to Astrid, so if it doesn't work, I'll just load that and get the Jaren Root the normal way. Crimson Nirnroot. Nerd.
Your sword and your shield.
I'll put the other ingredients away. Alright. My alchemy is level 68. Damage health, invisibility, damage stamina, and resist magic.
Long life to you.
So let's see what that potion does. It's primarily a potion of damage health. Damages the target's health by 1,501 points. Grants invisibility for 30 seconds. Damages the target's stamina by 68 points. Resists 8% of magic up for 60 seconds. I can put that on a weapon, right? Not just drink it. Yes, I can poison something and basically kill just about anything with a 1,501. Or, and I will ask the chat here, should I instead go do something else for a while, level up my alchemy over time, and make it even more busted poison? 1,501 damage is a heck of a lot, and will kill just about anything in the game. But we could see how high we could push it with some investment in alchemy. Let me make sure that she'll give me another Jaren root first.
So it's done. And now, Titus Mead II is as good as dead.
So it's time. We're ready to assassinate the Emperor?
Oh, yes. And I've decided you will have the honor.
I won't disappoint you, Astrid, or the Dark Brotherhood.
Oh, I have the utmost faith. Go now to Castle Down. You'll gain
So he's going to tell me
access to the kitchens. Here, take this. All
So
it
she
takes
gives
is
me another
once
Jaren
meat
root
is- Now
and
go,
tells
my
me to
friend.
put it in the soup.
Go and fulfill.
And because I used it, we can see two of its effects that were made. But yes, if it is suggested that I save the first Jaren root for later, I will load a save from just before I use it in the potion, and I will wait to make a stronger poison. Or I can keep this one right here. What do you think? Meantime, I'll look at my quest list and see what I might want to do next. I know exactly what I will do next.
Destiny as listener.
Tell you what, for now, I will reload to just before I use the poison. Just before I made it. And we will wait on it for now. That was just after I made it. We get it just before I pickpocketed the first one. We can think on it. For now, I'm going to locate the assassin of old. I cannot use the what I'm going to find on the assassinable's body, but that doesn't mean I don't want to show it off. Because if you're allowing yourself to use armor that you haven't crafted yourself, you would have to be crazy to not use what you get here. So, the deal with Hag's End is there are lots of witches and a Hag Raven. The Hag Raven, you will hit it and then it will teleport away. This will happen several times throughout the course of the dungeon. I hope you're having a good day, Master Blaster. I'm happy you came back. There's also some witches that I'm going to make sure that they have a extended sleep. Sometimes I want to sleep a little bit longer, but I hope it doesn't happen like that. I'm gonna take the mammoth tusk. I need to give one to Isolde soon. Speaking of Isolde, I should also figure out who I'm gonna marry in this playthrough. I do always get married at some point. And Isolde is a popular choice. That rune trap did nothing to me. I took more damage from the one I triggered without stepping on it. Make that make sense. This is not the way forward, it's right here. So this treasure chest is trapped. The linen rep is making it difficult to unlock the trap trigger. Simple apprentice lock. I do enough damage to the Hag Raven with my arrows, so it's basically one arrow and she teleports. So, this will only be here if you've gotten the reading from a lava. Dark Brotherhood Assassin. I'll grab that stuff, and when I'm done here, I'll go back to Whiterun and grab the regular shrouded stuff so I can show you the proper comparison of how much better it is. There is also a word wall here. Looking forward to getting that. I believe it's a word for slow time. There's a master gate right here. I think you can get a key, but why do that when I can get more lockpicking experience? I'm only level 87 right now. Oops, I went the wrong way. Ah, so very close. Went too far again. There we go. That took me more than it should have. This chest is also trapped. It has an expert trap trigger on it. After that master lock, an expert shouldn't be too bad. And it wasn't. 3 gold. I had knocked a master gate for a coin purse, and then undid that trap for 3 more gold. Give it some time to let the spears go. Once again, take out the additional, kill the spares. You can activate the chain to open that over there. There's a pot being held up. If you can get them into the center of the room, you can kill them that way. Also, a straight up flame spell tome, which is one of the most worthless spell tomes in the game because everyone starts with flames. Another master lock here. It's near the center, which is nice. I just want the lockpicking experience, honestly. Because nothing at all. So there's no reason other than the experience to open it. Coming forward, we find the end of this area with our word wall. I said I was going to take the break after going to the Dark Brotherhood Sanctuary. But I did this area too. There's an enchanting table here if you want to use it. So that is our second word of slow time. No, it's our first word. Oh, I know why I thought I had to. It's a quest that I may or may not do next. I'm waiting on a response on whether I should do that quest next. So now the Hag Raven will teleport around this area. Or she'll spawn in some ice wraiths to fight you. They appear to be mostly stuck in place. I might use a level up actually. Alright, there's a key, and the enemies down there have detected me again. I killed some ice wraiths, I will get their teeth. I have officially cleared the dungeon. There's a witch right here. Some more hag raven feathers, juniper berries. There's an ebony shield in here, which would be pretty awesome. I cannot wait because there are enemies nearby, which means I also cannot fast travel. So what I've got to do is rain down some arrows to get rid of these guys. That one's dead. That one avoided my arrow. That one's dead. Okay, that's good enough. Let's return to Whiterun so I can compare the Ancient Shrouded to the Shrouded. And then take my break, as promised.
You've been a good friend to me. Damn those Great Manes to oblivion. They want to back the
So,
Stormcloaks.
did I put it in here, or did I put it in the other? Sometimes I put armor in this dresser. If I did this time, I should move it, because I have red books in here. Just the Saturalia stuff. So let us grab the shrouded boots, gloves, cowl, do the same thing, and the shrouded armor, if I can find it. Okay, so the shrouded armor increases poison resistance by 50%. The ancient shrouded armor is 100% potion resistance plus an extra 12 points of armor. The shrouded boots is muffle. The ancient shrouded boots is also muffled. But also has an additional 12 points of armor. The shrouded cowl bows do 20% more damage. Same with the maskless cowl. The ancient shrouded cowl is 35% more damage, and also carries a 5 additional points of armor. The shrouded gloves backstab does double damage. For the ancient shrouded gloves, double sneak attack damage with one-handed weapons. All sneak damage with one-handed weapons. And again, higher armor. So every piece of the shrouded armor is improved that way. Apparently I accidentally dropped the ancient shrouded gloves
Honor to you, my Thane.
instead of putting them in the chest. It looks like several things did not end up in the chest. Is all the ancient shrouded stuff in there now? I see the gloves. I see the cowl. I don't see the other ancient stuff. I must have still been in my inventory and accidentally not put it in the chest. Okay, that's all of the stuff that I accidentally dropped. Oof. And put my regular. I'm going to put Linnea's amulet away. I only use it situationally for speech checks, and I don't need the extra stamina. Plus, I like having all my amulets up here by alphabetical. Having a different named one changes that. I'll hold on to the Ring of Kindereth in case I'm going to be fishing in water and want to be fishing in rain. I think I have some salmon and some ingredients to put away. As I go on my break, I will reiterate the various things that I'm asking for community participation in. Should I go ahead and make a potion involving the Jaren root now, or should I make sure that my alchemy is higher first? The other question I am asking for input on is whether to do the season unending peace council to get a temporary ceasefire to continue the main quest, or do the Jagged Crown to continue the Civil War quest and get Whiterun out of danger that way. So hopefully we'll have some response to one or both of those when I get back from my break. I'll do some stretching, get something new to drink, just rest my eyes and the like. I suggest everyone else do the same, and we'll be back in just a few minutes. Okay. Let's get back into it. So, I'm gonna do one other thing real quick here.
I am your sword and your
before I leave. I have several recipes here in my inventory. Restore health, monarch butterfly wing, and blister wart. Monarch butterfly is just listed as butterfly wing. I already knew the blister wart has restore health on it, but I will do the potion as it says. Butterfly ring, blister wart gives me 47 points. Blister wart and imstool both have restore health on them, but they have a negative multiplier on their effectiveness, so I do not recommend using blister wart or imstool if you have other ways to make it. I can make a paralysis poison with a briar heart and a swamp fungal pod. I know for sure I've got plenty of briar hearts. I keep on pickpocketing them. Do I have swamp fungal pod? If not, I can probably get some pretty quickly here. I hope I have at least one. I have 3, in fact. Target is paralyzed for 8 seconds. I also have 2 separate fear poison recipes. Powdered mammoth tusk and danger heart. Mirror's rot and blue dart wing. Let's start with the blue dart wing. And the Mira's rot. Blue dart wing I'm going to be getting plenty of once my fish start coming in. The Mira's rot is just another mushroom that's easy to find. Feature and pupils up to level 8, flee for 30 seconds. And then the other one was a danger heart and powdered mammoth tusk. I know I have some danger hearts and a easy way to get more. Do I have any powdered mammoth tusk? I have 3 of them. And the danger heart. Let's check it out. Danger heart, powdered mammoth tusk. It is the same magnitude as the one from the blue dart wing and the Mira's rat. So, if you're going to be making those, maybe make the one with less rare ingredients. I'm actually going to sleep until the morning. I'm going to sell the fear poisons, and I'm also going to go ahead and sell the recipe cards. I don't need to keep those, and I don't want them cluttering up my already overflowing dresser here. I'm also going to look at the Bard Journal real quick. So I became a fan of Hafingar, and have not played at the Winking Skeever, so I should do that. Let's see, the Banded Mirror here in Whiterun, I have not performed that either. I should do that. Braidwood went in. Which one is that? Is that, is that Dragon's Reach? Or Dragon Bridge? That the Braidwood Inn is at? Or is that the Four Shields Tavern in Dragonwood? Braidwood Inn is Kynes Grove. So I should play at the Bannered Mare and Bannered Ear, Moorside Inn, and the Winking Skeever to get in line with the places that I have completed most of the quests in that town. Playing the tavern to kind of indicate that I've completed things there. I still have a mammoth tusk in my inventory, so if I see it sold, I'll finally complete that quest.
What do you need? Ah, so you're an alchemist then.
First, sell my fear poisons. I will keep the paralysis poison and the restore health potion I made. I'll sell those recipes. She has restore magicka and damage health, plus invisibility. I'm more interested in upgrading my
Come back anytime if you need a remedy.
upgrading my alchemy to the point where I can eat an ingredient and get more.
Could be ataxia. It's quite...
I'll also do something else while I'm at this inn. Another quest that I can start.
If it's work you need,
I'd like to perform
course.
here. Do I still have the loot equipped? I do. Not a lot of people here right now. Also, Uthgard is dead. Let's play Loot Song 8. It's green. Most people here clapped, but Elof, who says I've been a good friend to him, walked out in the middle of my performance. What's the deal with that, Elof?
By Sithis, but you are a
What's the lava
persistent
doing
one.
here?
Haven't I told you enough?
If it's a lady you're looking for, you best look elsewhere.
if it's work you need, how about chopping up some wood for the fire?
I'm done for now.
Thank you. Here, this is for you. I'll show you to your room, right this way.
So now it's Winking Skeever and Moorside Inn that I still want to play in. Make sure B and Barbara's Riften, Redwood Wind I just saw is Kynes Grove, Candlehearth Hall is Windhelm, Frozen Hearth is Winterhold, Nudis's Corner Club is also in Winterhold, the Retching Netch is on Solstheim, Villimer Inn is that village that's at the bottom of Higher Hrothgar, Iverstead. Wind Peak Inn is Dawnstar. So yeah, Winking Skeever and Moorside Inn are for places that I've cleared the quests. The
I'm a bard by trade.
room
you've
you
heard of
get here is up here. This is the room you get when you rent one in Whiterun. I'm hoping to get a bard boost soon. But I've only done 8 performances. I think doing these remaining 2. So I'm going to read this note. For sale. Started Pets of Skyrim. One tamed mountain goat, able to carry a hefty amount of weight to the throat of the world and back again. Gives good milk. If interested in purchasing, see Halvar in Rorikstead. Halvar. That starts the Pets of Skyrim quest. There are several of them. Finding any of them will also start Pets of Skyrim, but if you haven't found them yet, you can read that note and start with purchasing the goat. The Elytra Nymph is also a pet, but that's Saints and Seducers, a separate creation. While I'm here in Whiterun, I'm going to speak with the leader of the companions. Get that at least going. Isolde is right here, so I will also talk
Once
to
I've
her.
made enough money trading with the Khajiit caravans, I'm going to buy the bannered mare from Hulda.
What do you know of the Khajiit?
About the same as everyone else. They're the catfolk of Elsewhere. Great warriors, good traders. Way I hear it, Elsewhere ain't nothing like Skyrim. It's got tropical forests and dusty badlands. It sounds awful.
You mentioned trading caravans.
Yeah, these Khajiit make a living traveling the roads and selling their wares. It's got to be tough. Skyrim's a hard enough land when you've got a roof over your head. Worst thing is, nobody wants them in the cities. Nobody trusts them.
Do you trust them?
Matter of fact, I do. They've been fair enough with me, far as I can tell. And Denord knows a liar when she sees one.
You're looking to become a merchant.
Before my ma and Da passed, I told them that one day, I'd become the best trader in Skyrim. I met one of the caravan leaders, Madron. He said he'd help me get started if I could bring him a mammoth's tusk. Easier said than done.
Maybe I can help you.
You do that? If you find one, I could teach you a thing or two about trading. Help you get a fair bargain in the future?
She gives you a speech level for doing this. I'll just do it.
Thank you. This should turn that old cat's gaze. Maybe I'll be able to become a caravaneer myself one day. As promised, let me show you a thing or two about bargaining. Don't want some shifty merchant giving you a raw trade. Farewell.
It's my speech up to 70. I have 4 perks that I could use. Getting stamina back would be nice. I'm trying to soul trap a lot of things, and getting some more magic and recovery would not be bad. And avoid death is a great perk. I do have some interest in not the mage armor, but either Atronach to absorb some magicka or magic resistance that's available in alteration. Destruction I don't have much interest in. It is true that the augmented shock, frost, and fire perks do affect enchanted weapons as well. But beyond that, not too much I want there. Conjuration, I could make Soul Trap cost less just for a couple perks. And of course the Twin Souls one is busted, letting you have 2 conjures. I've done most of what I would want in. If I did anything more in Illusion, it would be so I can cast Invisible more easily. I will mention that the aspect of terror, increasing the effectiveness of fire spells and enchantments, is patched out in the unofficial patch, so that would not work. Haha, lockpicking. Lockpicks never break. Replaces the... I am still detected sometimes, so maybe I should finish off the sneak. My light armor is now 80. Doing another one of those would probably get me to the cap, but I'm going to get dragon scale armor soon, and that would also get me to the cap. More bow damage is always a good option. One-handed is very nearly at 100, but I typically don't take either of those. I've taken basically the perks that I would there. I'm going to take Arcane Blacksmith, so that if I enchant something but then want to upgrade, use enchantments to upgrade it further in the future, I still can. I'm going to put something there. I typically don't go the right side here, because I'm not too worried about how much I can recharge my weapons enchantments. I'll hold the other perks for now. But I'll probably put them into alchemy. So, the leader of the companions is downstairs. Problem?
But I still hear the call of the blood.
I'm just gonna come back here and grab this real quick while they're talking.
Can overcome. You have my brother and I, obviously. But I don't know if the rest will go along quite so easily.
Leave that to me. A stranger comes to our hall.
Where do you stand on the war?
Politics are something best avoided. I prefer more personal confrontations myself.
Who are the companions?
Your question carries more weight than you may know, newcomer. The sort of thing some of us spend our lives pondering. The difference between a noble band of warriors and a ragged bunch of assassins is as thin as a blade's edge. I try to hold us to the right path.
Why did you join the companions?
Like most of our band, I found this family after losing my own. I traveled the length and breadth of this land, learning all I could of the sword and the axe. I was just a boy, but I had the fire of a man in my heart. Eventually, my body caught up to my spirit. My predecessor, Asgar, found me in Hammerfell. I was serving as a bodyguard for some weak-necked lord out there. He brought me back here, and I realized that I was actually coming home. I worked to bring honor to this family, and to the family that I lost. For my mother, my father, and my grandfather. For all my shield siblings. Family and honor. That's what it means to be one of us, boy.
I would like to join the companions.
Would you now? Here, let me have a look at you. Yes, perhaps. A certain strength of spirit.
Master, you're not truly considering accepting him.
I am nobody's master, Vilkas. And last I checked, we had some empty beds in Jorvaskr for those with a fire burning in their hearts.
Apologies. But perhaps this isn't the time. I've never even heard of this outsider.
Sometimes the famous come to us.
I think my deeds would have reached their ears by this point, but
what matters is their heart.
And their arm.
Of course. How are you in battle, boy?
I can handle myself.
That may be so. This is Vilkas. He will test your arm. Vilkas, take him out to the yard and see what he can do.
Aye.
So I have to wait on Vilkas. I said I have to wait on Vilkas. Get moving. I figure I should at least get things started here. Joining the companions is something many people do right away when they start. And if you're using quest rewards, I would recommend doing so as well. They give you a Skyforged steel weapon pretty early on, which is equivalent in strength to Elven.
Here to be a companion?
Well, the old man said to have a look at
it's good to have a weapon like that basically right at the start of the game.
Just have a few swings at me so I can see your form. Don't worry, I can take it. Ah! Yeah! Pretty good arm you have. Not bad. Next time won't be so easy. You might just make it. But for now, you're still a whelp to us, new blood. So you do what we tell you. Here's my sword. Go take it up to Yorland to have it sharpened. And be careful. It's probably worth more than you are.
Alright, so I can take Lucas's sword up to Yorland. He's a blacksmith.
What brings you here?
Lucas sent me with his sword.
I'm guessing you're the newcomer then.
Does Lucas always send newcomers on errands?
Oh, don't worry too much about it. They were all whelps once. They just might not like to talk about it. And don't always just do what you're told. Nobody rules anybody in the companions.
Someone has to be in charge, though.
Well, I'm not sure how they've managed it, but they have. No leader since Ysgramor. Kodlak is the Harbinger, and he's a sort of advisor for the whole group. But every man is his own. Every woman, her own.
Are you a companion?
Not actually a companion myself, but none of them know how to work a forge properly, and I'm honored to serve them. My name is Yorland Greymane. I work the Skyforge. Best steel in all of Skyrim. All of Tamriel.
I'll need to be going.
I have a favor to ask.
What is it?
I've been working on a shield for Aela. My wife is in mourning, and I need to get back to her soon. I'd be much obliged if you could take this to Aela for me.
I'm happy to lend a hand.
That's a good man.
I like Yorland. I don't like the Greymanes, because, you know, Stormcloak sympathizers, but Yorland's alright. I have no problem with Fralia either. Vignar is the one that really bothers me. So Ayla will be over here.
If you wish to hunt with me, your feet need to be quick and your eyes quicker.
I have your shield.
Ah, good. I've been waiting for this. Good to see you made it up here.
You know this one?
From ages ago when you helped him kill the giant outside the Whiterun at
I heard you
Farm.
gave him quite a thrashing.
Don't let Vilkas catch you saying that.
Do you think you could handle Vilkas in a real fight?
In a real fight, I would kill him before he drew his sword.
Whoa, ease up there. We're rough, but there's no need to kill a shield brother over a dispute. I like your fire, though. You'll make a fierce companion. Let us hunt together sometime. Here, let's have Farkas show you where you'll be resting your head.
Farkas, I can get in and out before you have one swing. Did you call me?
Of course we did, Icebrain. Show this new blood where the rest of the whelps sleep.
New blood? Oh, I remember you. Come on, follow me.
Ysgramor himself.
I'm actually not a big fan of
But they're good people.
Companions
They
questline.
challenge us to be our best.
Worried one of them is going to take your
Nice to have a new face around. It gets boring here sometimes. I hope we keep you. This can be a rough life. The quarters are up here. Just pick a bed and fall in it when you're tired. Telma will keep the place clean. She always has. Alright, so here you are. Looks like the others are eager to meet you. Come to me or Ayala if you're looking for work. Once you've made a bit of a name for yourself, Skjor and Vilkas might have things for you to do. Good luck. Welcome to the Companions. By the way, if you're looking for something to do, we've gotten a letter about someone needing some muscle down in Falkreath.
Muscle, you say?
I don't know what the fight is about, and that's not our business anyway. I just need you to go out there, look tough, and scare this milk drinker into submission. No more than that. I don't want to hear about a killing, understand?
I can handle that.
Go. Bring honor to yourself, and the companions.
I'm not gonna worry about meeting people right now. So hired muscle can basically... Wait. If Dunia Shieldhearth? She's dead. That's the person who owned Hendraheim. But now I own it. So... Did I just get screwed? Obviously she's not here. The only living thing around is Shadowmere. Not even her body is here. I think I have to talk to Farkas again and tell him that I can't do that. Because... I mean, yes, I did kill the person he wants me to intimidate, but quite some time ago.
Did you raise your prices, Carlotta?
I had to.
There's
the
a
farmers
rift
are
here in
charging me
Skyrim.
double for the
Can't
produce
neither
I sell.
magic money pass enough time.
While you have ascended from the dung of
I think she's gonna be mad at me. Yeah, she's dead.
I never thought.
I'm still trying to figure out why Skjor let you in the first place.
Skjor says that I have the strength of Ysgramor, and my brother has his.
I'm looking
There's
for
some
what?
trouble in Eastmarch. Farmers getting nothing but a bunch of lonely band.
I'll
Excellent.
take care of it.
Show them no mercy.
He gave me a new quest.
Huh? Some people don't think I'm smart. I've already given you a job. Now get to it.
Ah. You know what? When did I last do a different save? That was at 3107. I'm not sure exactly how long ago that was. I know that one's too old. You know what? I'm gonna do it. I still have to speak to... This is before I did all that. I'll do the potions and all that stuff, again off screen. I'm not gonna make you watch me do that all again.
What do you need, my thing?
But I'll do all of that stuff. Companions, potions. Why did I only awaken rested instead of well rested? I own that bed. I'm having all sorts of bugs, huh? Awaken feeling rested.
I am your sword and your shield. Honored to see.
I may just have to. Let's drop a save and load it. Let's see if I'm gonna be well rested by sleeping in my bed in my house. There we go, well rested. Yeah, so performing the Bard's song here.
Come on in. Just stoked.
Let me make myself a note of things I need to do. Open notes. New note. I'm gonna name the note Skyrim to do. Need to companions. Potion recipes. I will do the Bard song here.
Fire.
This is an ode to Skyrim's staunch
If it's work you need, of course.
We drink to our youth.
I'm just gonna do number one.
For the age of aggression is just about done.
Cut off McCann. Do a shorter song this time. I hope people still appreciated it all the same. Grab that. Tell them
I
I'm
enjoy
done.
this work well. Thank you. Here, this is for you. I'll show you to your room.
I don't actually have to go to the room. Yeah, so we'll do that off screen. Let's work on Pets of Skyrim. I'm going to mostly send them to Golden Hills Plantation, because that's where I think they'd be happiest. There's Gletta.
What do you want, little elf?
Can I buy your goat?
Of course.
Here's my offer.
For that price? Sure.
Greet Hilda the goat. Hilda's back here. Hello, Hilda. Hey there, buddy. Want to come with me? So, I can remove the pack, or I can have it carry some things for me. I can also tell it to come with me, wait for a city, or wait at home. Here's Halvar's journal. I came into town a few days ago looking for work. The folks here are nice enough, and there's plenty of wheat and potatoes needing to be harvested, so I've got a steady supply of coin coming in. I don't think I'm going to need my old pack goat Hilda for much longer. All my bones are starting to creak, and my adventuring days are long over. Now I just need to find someone willing to take care of her. Maybe get a few coins for her too. There's strength in those old bones of hers yet. I'm going to miss wandering the wilds of Skyrim. I saw so many strange and wonderful things out there. Pine trees as tall as mountains, old Nord tombs. I once even stumbled across a wandering spirit made of pure ice. Even ran across a few folks trying their hand at taming different types of creatures. Don't know why they'd want anything but a loyal dog or trusty goat like my Hilda though. Some of them beasts out in the wild just aren't meant to be tamed. Ran across an alchemist with a pet rabbit and almost got robbed by a thief with a tame fox. But I suppose a rabbit or a fox could be docile enough. But that pickpocket trying to train a skeever must have been as mad as old Shale. And I don't want to think too hard about the vampire that almost made a meal out of me. Could have sworn it had a trained frostbite spider. Gives me the shivers just thinking about it. So that tells me where the other pets are. Or at least I have other pets. I should set out to find them. So I'm going to tell Hilda to not stay here. This is your new home. Wait for me at home. I can choose any of my homes. I'm going to choose Golden Hills Plantation. So a pet will be waiting there. I'm going to find 2 of the other pets right now. So there's the alchemist that had a tamed rabbit. I've been to the alchemist shack before and saw the rabbit but ignored it. Butterfly in a jar right there. All sorts of ingredients. And Thistle the rabbit. Hey buddy, are you hungry? Find a treat for the rabbit. Spider eggs in here. Not what it wants. Spiky grass, death bell, nightshade, jazz bay. Here's the notes on the tamed rabbit. 14th of second seed. The rabbits here seem particularly adept at sniffing out potions ingredients. I recently found one nibbling on my thistle plants and managed to capture it. It is my hope that I will be able to train it to lead me to the most bountiful flora. The rabbit, which I have decided to name Thistle in honor of the carefully cultivated plants it managed to destroy, is showing great promise. It is proven to be quite tame and even rather intelligent. Getting it to respond to commands, however, can be a bit of a trial. I resorted to plying it with carrots. Let's also read the Alchemist Journal. Coming to this area was a brilliant decision. The local flora seemed to have many useful properties that I've been able to utilize into new potions. Outside, the rich soil has allowed the cuttings I've collected to grow into fine and bountiful plants. This afternoon, I think I will journey out for more mushrooms, as my current supply is beginning to dwindle. On a personal note, I have moved my alchemy work outside the shack. I find the midday air is a boon to my health, as well as inspirational to my work. See, there's an apothecary's satchel here with more slaughterfish eggs. Some blisterwort in this bucket. Dried garlic bread, dried frost miriam, some glow dust, carrots. To the butterfly in a jar, there's some white cap there. Airbean's bestiary on ice wraiths and bigger prints. A filter of destruction. So I found some carrots. Hey there, Thistle, want a treat? Teleport pet Thistle added. So you will get powers for these animals. They're alteration spells. I can teleport them to me if I want them. So what Thistle can do is find alchemical ingredients, as the note said. Hilda the goat is mostly for finding the goat is mostly for carrying things. I'm going to find now the tamed fox. Which is out in the forest, just here. Hey buddy, are you hungry? Find out more about the fox. There's a dragon overhead. I guess being Bosmer really does give me away with animals. Hey, I'm one too. Uh, this little fox wandered up to me today, bold as brass, and started begging for treats. I didn't have anything on me at the time but a sweet roll, but it seemed to like that well enough. I wonder if this gives animals worse on horses. It'd make stealing them dead easy. The furry nuisance won't leave me alone. It's been following me everywhere, even down into the sewers. At least it's quiet enough that it won't alert the guards. The fox has a real nose for sniffing out valuables. Just this morning she dug a silver locket out of the mud. I never would have seen it if she hadn't started pawing at the ground. She must be attracted to shiny things. Can't say I blame her, really. Finding sweet rolls turned out to be the best stroke of luck I've had in a while. She's got better eyes and instincts than any thief I've ever met, including Vex. I can't remember the last time my coin purse was this heavy, starting to jingle like a battalion of Imperials when I walk. I think I'll try out this animal taming thing on the wolves outside of town. Some of the other thieves have been eyeing me recently. They would think twice about jumping me if I had a wolf at my heels. I'll take the sweet rolls. Here, the sweet roll. Want a treat? Teleport pet sweet roll added. Has a collar. She has a collar. Pardon me. And can sniff out the valuable items. I'll send her back to Golden Hills Plantation as well. You know what? I think I will find one more. The tamed skeever is in the right way. And I do have my Radiant quest to turn in there. So let's do one more of these. Keep working on the pets.
Hey, watch it.
Ours is to smile at your passing, friend.
Also give me the mammoth tusk to
What are you doing that for?
I need to do that as well. Keep updating my to-do list.
What are you doing that for?
For things I need to do off screen.
Let me know if you see anything you like.
I just automatically ran to here, even though I was going to go for the...
Well, back with good. You did the job and you did it clean. That's all we ever ask. Enjoy the gold.
Something troubling. This kind of work suits you. All right. Anything in particular? Brynjolf wants this mob. Finally, someone with backbone.
Good. We could use the... Got a tip on a desirable... All right. Take this and get out of here.
So got a burglary and fishing job. Another one in Whiterun, unfortunately. Did not give me a fishing job.
Bloody good timing. Sure. I'll go. Good. Here's your assignment.
Please, Solitude and Markarth. Please. Markarth. I can just tell them, no, I don't want to do that anymore. But I'm pretty sure the Tame Skeever is back out this way somewhere. Not through the cistern. Oh, here's the pickpocket and the skeever cage key. Free scritch from its cage. Let's read the pickpocket's journal. I ain't been having no luck at lifting gold off them rich merchants in the market, and those thieves guild's wits don't want me. Said I'm too clumsy. I'm running out of food and skooma. May need to start killing some of the skeevers down here for meat. One of the skooma dealers at the docks told me he knew a guy from Morrowind who trained a Nyx hound to distract his marks. Helped him steal a heaping pile of gold, he said. Don't know if I believe a word of it, but what else am I gonna do? Might as well give it a try. Too bad there ain't any Nick sounds around here. Plenty of skeevers, though. I'm gonna need to catch some anyway for food. Might as well have a go at training one first. So the idea of the skeever is to steal gold. Let's free Skitch from his cage. And now I can teleport Skitch. I'm also going to have it wait for me at Golden Hills Plantation. Make my way back out of here. I'm not gonna worry about the spider now. It's in Cronbinger Cave. I'll do that later. What else do I want to do on screen today? I'll do these and I'll start the Grey Cowl of Nocturnal. How about? So there's a dead thief over here. That's been here for ages. There's a note, lockpicks, silver ingot. So read the thief's note. The fox told me he wore the cowl to forget himself and start a new life. Yet I'm the one who can't remember. Every time we meet, he's a stranger to me. Or was it a she? It doesn't matter. I spoke his words to a beggar. Told her, "Shadow hide you." She slipped me a note that confirms my suspicions. The gray fox is dead, and now that I've seen his headstone, I know for a fact his time is over, and the cowl will be passed on. I'm gonna be the next one to wear it, and when I do, I'll become so rich I won't need any memories. I'll just buy new ones. So now, speak the code phrase to a beggar. There are beggars all over the place, including 2 here.
Is it absolutely
So I can
necessary
speak to
for you to
Stealth
bother me
or
right
Edda. I'll speak to Edda.
It's so good to see you again.
Shadow hide you.
Of course.
And she gives me the stranger's note. You're here about a job. You don't know what it's for, but I'm sure you're intrigued. It's alright, you don't need to know everything just yet. There's a strong box in Bully's house, placed on the dresser next to his bed. Find a way to crack it open. Your instructions for the job are inside. A stranger. Now, I have to retrieve the instructions. I can convince Nivenur to give me her keys. So they aim the bell on and give that a shot. She's probably already
If you're
in
looking
here.
for a handout, you'll want to speak with my husband. If you're looking for company, I suppose I could do worse. Boley's around somewhere, planning to feed the poor with his nonsense about Mara.
I have a note that implies a thief planted something in your strong box.
Oh, now that can't be good.
I can check it out for you. Make sure it's not a trap.
Thank you. Here, this is for you.
Bully's sleeping right there. So there's a child's doll, forged deed, Nivenur's journal, stranger's instructions, gold, ruby. I'll take all of that. I'm going to read Nivenur's journal as well, and then I'll read the stranger's instructions. I've always despised my husband's charity, but at least it was just coin. Then he let that stranger into our home for dinner. He was an odd sort, prone to forgetfulness and a wandering eye. I wasn't sure if he was staring at my bosom or the amulet around my neck, but stare he did. It wasn't entirely unwelcome, but I wasn't about to flirt in front of my husband. Besides, it turned out he wasn't staring at me at all. He actually wanted to know about the creepy doll behind me and asked if I was expecting. I told him I wasn't, and the doll was for one of Bully's charity cases. Erica in Solitude asked us to take in a child for reasons that are beyond me. I told Bully I wanted nothing to do with the urchin, but my husband is stubborn when it comes to his bleeding heart. Luckily, a few days after the dinner, the boy just disappeared, and I know better than to care. Stranger's instructions. I'm going to wait for that to go away. You made it this far, which proves you're ready for the real work. But first, let's go over why you're here. You may have heard that the gray fox is dead. It's true. But the fox lives on in the one who wears the cowl. This job will tell me if that person is you. Who am I? That's not important. Just a stranger who wants to see the cowl passed on to someone who deserves it. As you might expect, the job won't be easy. It requires fast thinking and fast fingers. But get it done, and you'll be worthy of being the next gray fox. Take the forged deed in the strong box, then find a woman named Gisli in Solitude. On her should be the real document. You'll relieve her of this burden, then place the fake in Erica's home. She'll think she misplaced it. When the job is done, find the barrel behind the winking skeever for further instructions. A stranger. So we got the forged deed. Somewhere in here. Actually, I think it's a miscellaneous item. Yes, forged deed. So I have optional investigate Erica's house and steal the land deed from Gisli. They also mentioned the barrel behind the winking skeever, which is somewhere I want to perform anyway. How convenient. So, investigating Erica's house is the optional objective, so I'll do that first. There's two entrances to his house, just like Briling's, but both of them were locked. Here's Gisli inside.
Hello, I'm Gisli. But you can just call me Erica's sister. Everyone does.
But I can also come up to the top floor. And there's something over here. Letter to Gisli. Construction on the port east of Johanna has been approved and will begin once the transfer of land is official. The boy's consent should suffice, as the head of the Iceblade clan has long been absent and the mother is taken ill, per your brother's instruction. The deed is enclosed with this letter. Sending the boy to Riften before he's old enough to grasp what happened is a good idea. Not the orphanage, though. It's best you live in comfort, lest he suspect our motives. Still, it's a dangerous gambit, made more complicated should the rightful heir return. Your brother would kill me for saying this, but if you have the chance, it may be worth selling the venture for the right price. This has been more trouble than it's worth. M. So, with that letter, I can now persuade or purchase the deed from Gisli. I do not necessarily have to steal it from her. I still have the amulet of Dwella equipped for potential persuasion.
Welcome to the center of the world. Or at least my brother Erica's world.
That doesn't seem like a good attitude.
Oh, if you're looking for a good attitude, go see the bards. They'll fake it for you if nothing else. If you're looking for truth instead, see Noster. He's a good example of what life has to offer.
I have met Noster.
And if you're just looking to feel good, go get some spiced wine from Yvette. But whatever you do, just leave me alone.
So Erica is your brother?
Yes, my older brother. And the person you probably want to be speaking to right now. But really, since Torig's death, Falk Firebeard wields the true power of the Jarl's court. My brother is nothing more than a pompous little fop.
I know what your people did in Johanna.
It would seem so.
The deed is not worth the trouble. I'll dispose of it for you.
Nah, I don't think so. Have you met... It would seem so.
Well, I'm not going to pay
We'll speak again
8,000
later, if we must.
gold, so I'll just take it from her. $8,000 gold is a price more than I'm interested in paying. But in the same dresser. So now I have the real deed. I'm going to equip the flute, and I will play for the patrons of the Winking Skeever before I check the barrel.
The Emperor's cousin, killed, right here in Solitude. I feel nothing but
You should feel sorry, Mr.
Come
Guard.
on in. Let me know if you need anything, or take a seat by the fire and I'll send someone over.
I suppose thanks are in order. I suppose thanks are in order.
Thanks.
Hiya, what's your name? Are you visiting?
Well, I
What
do
you
suppose thanks are in order. So,
I think
my
they're the
thanks.
sailors of the Red Wave.
Welcome to the Winking Skeever, friend.
Why is this place called the Winking Skeever?
Well, as it turns out, I had a pet skeever when I was a boy, and he used to wink.
You kept a skeever as a pet?
They were smaller back then.
I mean, I have a skeever as a pet, so what am I saying?
Of course.
Alright, I will stand here and perform flute song number 4. That's some people clapping for me. Not everyone here, but
Papa says I won't
enough
see
people.
Rob here anymore.
If you need a good rumor or two, I think I can oblige.
I'm done for now.
Thank you. Here, this is for you. I'll show you to your room.
I'll get my gold and move on. So there's a barrel back here. Stranger's final instructions and some cabbage. You're good. You picked your pockets clean and made the switch. Now you need to put those skills to the test and more. In Silverdrift Lair is a tomb that houses an ancient Nord clan. Near a large chest is a corpse with a lantern, its candle still burning. It holds a key. When you have the key, open the chest and you'll find a sword that can raise the dead. When you find it, bring it to the grave of the Grey Fox in Riften. It's a small, unmarked headstone on the east side of the cemetery. Complete the task and maybe you'll even get to meet him, a stranger. So, Silverdrift Lair. The location of Silverdrift Lair is all the way over here. I've not been to Silverdrift Lair. I will start at Hillerton, Mount Shadowmere, and we will ride over there. It's not too far of a ride. Just get on the path here and right along. So nice to have a horse. I kind of wish the horse was like it was in Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. If you get a horse in those games and get on the path, you don't even have to have your hand on the controller. It will just follow the path for you. I very much appreciate that feature.
I'm warning you, back off. What was that?
Bandit Highwayman. The outlaw is shooting me. There's someone over on the road. Who are you? A courier. What do you got? To our respectable investor, it seems our expedition to Fort Belhammer has met with some resistance from its inhabitants. I know this isn't the first time, but if you would provide us with a few more men and supplies, we are certain the treasure there would be able to return on your investment. This time, for sure. And now we can begin searching for prospects outside of the trail. A swift reply would be most appreciated. See if the Bandit Highwayman is hanging in there against Shadowmare. I'll provide some aerial support. Additional. Some arrows back. And I will mostly do archery for this location. Dead bandit. More powdered mammoth tusk. To replace what I'm using for that fear poison. Also going to collect ingredients for restore health potions. Let me add that to my list. That's not something I need to redo from my but I want to collect those, pull those ingredients together off screen if possible. There's a Draugr White. I do have a Lesser Soul Gem to fill. That was the last lesser one I had to fill. I don't have any common to fill, but I have a couple of flagged Varla stones that could support them. Other than that, so the only thing I won't soul trap if I see them is things that give lesser souls. Is this Bard? Yes, it is. So Restless Draugr and Draugr White will not be soul trapped. If I'm being honest, regular Draugr that giving the petty souls probably won't be either because they'll just die when I shoot them. So my damage is just short of two-sharding the whites. Which is disappointing, but they don't see me anyway, so. Words and Philosophy is a skill book. I believe it's two-handed. I've already read it, so. There's a Draugr Scourge down there. And try and hit it with a third arrow and see if that kills it. Looks like it will. Well, My arrow didn't actually go and hit it, so. That will fill one of the Varla stones. There's actually quite a lot to this place. Ouch. Oh, I didn't see the... Didn't see the thing over the door. That's just my bad. This is actually the way forward the whole time. Restless Draugr dead. Draugr white. Dead. Wouldn't be surprised if there was a stronger one after I took the item. The chest is locked. Unlocking it will not be a problem. The Sword of Clan Iceblade. Ancestral Sword of Clan Iceblade. Another flawed Varla stone. I did not find the key on the corpse, but it was optional anyway. To my descendants, the Ancestral Sword of Clan Iceblade as an enchantment that dulls the blade for anyone save those descended from our bloodline. It serves as definitive proof of one's ancestry above all other claims. Sigrold Iceblade. Here's a Death Lord. Plus a regular Draugr. See how much damage I can do to the Death Lord before. Hopefully get him kneeling down. Alright. He's going down to a knee. Start with Soul Trap. And take him out. Soul Trap the regular Draugr and take it out. There's another locked chest. Right in the middle. There's a Silver Drift chest key, which probably would unlock that. Just if I hadn't been able to pick the lock. The greater souls are all filled. There's still some grand souls to fill, I think. I don't have any grand or greater souls on me right now. What did I do with all of them? I thought I had some in my inventory. I honestly don't know what happened. There might be more here to explore. I'm just gonna leave. Maybe it's just another bug. I seem to be experiencing quite a few today. Let me drop a save here and see if the oldest autosave I have. $10 grand soul gems and a greater that just don't appear to be there anymore. I don't think I put them anywhere, did I? Where even would I have put them? If I put them in a chest somewhere, please tell me. I could go and kill that Death Lord, but I would want to be able to. Kill him properly. Trap his soul. That's a different barred door. I mean, it's not a huge deal. I don't really mind losing some soul gems. But it's not the first thing that's disappeared from my inventory. The Black Star disappeared too. In any case, Stranger's Journal. The curse of the Grey Cowl is said to strip you of your identity, wiping you from all of recorded history. But the curse was broken long ago. The truth is, it wasn't Nocturnal that robbed me of my life. It was my selfishness. I wore the cowl out of pure greed, out of my family because I loved only myself. Then my sister passed, leaving her son as an orphan, the last of the Ice Blades, heir to a fortune, and easy prey for the wolves. With the boy in danger, it's time I took responsibility as the head of this clan. But if I'm to be his father, I have to stop being a stranger. I must pass the cowl on to another, and in doing so, the Grey Fox must die. Until then, I come to this grave every night bringing flowers to ask my sister for forgiveness.
You've done well.
The Grey Fox is glad to meet you, sir.
My joy knows no bounds. Here, a little payment for your troubles. I trust we'll never need to speak of this again to anyone. I trust we'll never
Fuel
need
for
to
Ice
speak
Blade
of this again
and
to anyone.
some more Ice Blade. So I got the Grey Cowl Nocturnal. Let's take a look. Sneaking is 25% better. Carrying capacity increased by 50 points. Nearby living creatures but not undead. Machines or Daedra can be seen through walls. Turns gods hostile. Of course, they're hostile to the Grey Fox, a notorious thief. But crimes committed while wearing the Grey Cowl cannot be traced back to you. That's the effect of the. That's its effect. So I have a bunch of things that I need to do off screen and figure out what keeps happening to all the items disappearing from my inventory. So I'm going to return to Whiterun. I'm going to steal the thing I need to steal here. Sort out my inventory. Find some books to read and end the stream. And then sometime between now and Monday when I next stream Skyrim again, I'll try and get all that stuff that I've done redone. Come here and take the jewel picture. Actually, she's out here.
Once I've made enough about the way I hear it, yeah, it's got to be tough. Worst thing is reputation.
Reputation
a few bad
mostly.
apples spoil the bunch. Before
Spoil
my
the bunch.
I met one of the caravan leaders. You do that? If you find, thank you. This should turn that old cat's
Since
gaze.
she's right here.
Maybe I'll be able to become a caravaneer myself one day. As promised, let me show you a thing or two about bargaining. Don't want some shifty merchant giving
Basically everything except for the companions I can do in just a few seconds. Alright. I have quite a bit to get out of my inventory. Things like buckets and that I've been fishing up. Child's doll I would put in there because that would be a gift for a
I am your sword
child
and your
if I had one. My filled soul gems I'll put away. Hopefully they stay there safely. I'll put the butterfly in the jar in here. There is a place I can put those in a lot of the Creation Club houses, but I'll just put them in the chest for now. I don't need any of that. I'm not actually going to use the Grey Cowl Nocturnal. It has its fun, but it's not part of my rules. Hold on to the Ring of Kinnereth to help me fish. I went to hold on to the chef stuff. I have some food to put away, including some sweet rolls that I did not steal. I took them off a dead body, but I did not steal them. So for the time being, I'll put all these ingredients in here, including the Jaren root. Apparently I can't take it out of my inventory, but let me keep it in my inventory. Don't watch it disappear like everything else. And the last thing I have to put away is a whole bunch of notes and journals that I just got while doing that quest. Alchemist journal. For sale is the goat. I'm not done with Pets of Skyrim yet, so I can't take it out of my inventory. Nor Halvar's journal. The Gizli, Nivenor's journal. I need to get the last pet. So we'll do that next time so I can get all that stuff out of my inventory as well. So I'm going to read Uncommon Taste. That will be one of my books today. And I think just the other books in my inventory. I'll read all 4 of them, why not? I'll do a little bit more today. So, let's have a seat here and start reading. We will start from the top and work our way down. Beggar Prince. The story of Weedle and his gifts from the Daedric Lord Nimira. We look down upon the beggars of the Empire. These lost souls are the poor and wretched of the land. Every city has its beggars. Most are so poor they have only the clothes on their backs. They eat the scraps the rest of us throw out. We toss them a coin so that we don't have to think too long about their plight. Imagine my surprise when I heard the tale of the Beggar Prince. I could not imagine what a prince of beggars would be. Here is the tale I heard. It takes place in the First Age, when gods walked like men and Daedra stalked the wilderness with impunity. It is a time before they were all confined to oblivion. There once was a man named Weedle, or maybe it was a woman. The story goes to great lengths to avoid declaring Weedle's gender. Weedle was the 13th child of a king in Valenwood. As such, Weedle was in no position to take the throne or even inherit much property or wealth. Weedle had left the palace to find independent fortune and glory. After many days of endless forest roads and tiny villages, Weedle came upon 3 men surrounding a beggar. The beggar was swaddled in rags from head to toe. No portion of the vagabond's body was visible. The men were intent on slaying the beggar. With a cry of rage and indignation, Weedle charged the men with sword drawn. Being simple townsfolk, armed only with pitchforks and scythes, they immediately fled from the armored figure with the shining sword. "Many thanks for saving me," wheezed the beggar from beneath the heap of foul rags. Weedle could barely stand the stench. "What is your name, wretch?" Weedle asked. "I am Nimira." Unlike the townsfolk, Weedle was well learned. That name meant nothing to them, but to Weedle it was an opportunity. "You are the Daedric Lord!" Weedle exclaimed. "Why did you allow those men to harass you? You could have slain them all with a whisper." "I am pleased you recognized me," Nimira rasped. "I am frequently reviled by townsfolk. It pleases me to be recognized for my attribute, if not for my name." Weedle knew that Nimira was the Daedric Lord of all things gross and repulsive. Diseases such as leprosy and gangrene were her domain. Where others might have seen danger, Weedle saw opportunity. "O great Nimira, let me apprentice myself to you. I ask only that you grant me powers to make my fortune and forge a name for myself that will live through the ages." "Nay, I make my way alone in the world. I have no need for an apprentice." Nimira shambled off down the road. Weedle would not be put off. With a bound, Weedle was at Nimira's heel, pressing the case for an apprenticeship. For 33 days and nights, Weedle kept up the debate. Nimira said nothing, but Weedle's voice was ceaseless. Finally, on the 33rd day, Weedle was too hoarse to talk. Nimira looked back on the suddenly silent figure. Weedle knelt in the mud and at her feet, open hands raised in supplication. "It would seem you have completed your apprenticeship to me after all," Nimira declared. "I shall grant your request." Weedle was overjoyed. "I grant you the power of disease. You may choose to be afflicted with any disease you choose, changing them at will, so long as it has visible symptoms. However, you must always bear at least one. I grant you the power of pity. You may evoke pity in anyone that sees you. Finally, I grant you the power of disregard. You may cause others to disregard your presence." Weedle was aghast. These were not boons from which a fortune could be made. They were curses, each awful in its own right, but together they were unthinkable. How am I to make my fortune and forge a name for myself with these terrible gifts? "As you begged at my feet for 33 days and 33 nights, so shall you now beg for your fortune in the cities of men. Your name will become legendary among the beggars of Tamriel. The story of Weedle, the Prince of Beggars, shall be handed down throughout the generations." It was as Nimira predicted. Weedle was an irresistible beggar. None could see the wretch without desperately wanting to toss a coin to the huddled form. However, Weedle also discovered that the power of disregard gave great access to the secrets of the realms. People unknowingly said important things where Weedle could hear them. Weedle grew to know the comings and goings of every citizen in the city. To this day, it is said that if you really want to know something, go ask the beggars. They have eyes and ears throughout the cities. They know all the little secrets of the daily lives of its citizens. I move down to Galerion the Mystic by Asgrim Kolsgreg. During the early bloody years of the Second Era, Venus Galerion was born under the name Trectus, a serf on the estate of a minor nobleman, Lord Gurnas of Solicich on Care. Trectus's father and mother were common laborers, but his father had secretly, against the law of Lord Gurnas, taught himself and then Trectus to read. Lord Gurnas had been advised that literate serfs were an abomination of nature, and dangerous to themselves and their lords, and had closed all bookstalls within Solicich on Care. All booksellers, poets, and teachers were forbidden, except within Gurnas's keep. Nevertheless, a small-scale smuggling operation kept a number of books and scrolls in circulation, right under Gurnas's shadow. When Trectus was 8, the smugglers were found and imprisoned. Some said that Trectus's mother, an ignorant and religious woman fearful of her husband, was the betrayer of the smugglers, but there were other rumors as well. The trial of the smugglers was non-existent, and the punishment swift. The body of Trectus's father was kept hanging for weeks during the hottest summer Solicich on Care had seen in centuries. 3 months later, Trectus ran away from Lord Gurnas's estate. He made it as far as Alinor, halfway across Somerset Isle. A band of troubadours found him nearly dead, curled up in a ditch by the side of the road. They nursed him to health and employed him as an errand boy in return for food and shelter. One of the troubadours, a soothsayer named Helion, began testing Trectus's mind and found the boy, though shy, to be preternaturally intelligent and sophisticated given his circumstances. Helion recognized in the boy a commonality, for Helion had been trained on the Isle of Merteum as a mystic. When the troupe was performing in the village of Bofansa on the far eastern end of Somerset, Helion took Trectus, then a boy of 11, to the Isle of Artaeum. The magister of the island, Iachesis, recognized potential in Trectus and took him on as a pupil, giving him the name of Venus Galerion. Venus trained his mind on the Isle of Artaeum as well as his body. Thus was the first Archmagister of the Mages Guild trained. From the subjects of the Isle of Artaeum he received his training. From his childhood of want and injustice he received his philosophy of sharing knowledge. Herbin's Bestiary, Ice Wraiths. 17th of last seed. When winter's chill descended upon me as I traveled further north through the frozen plains and mountains, I settled in at the inn at Dawnstar for a moment of respite and a warm meal. Another traveler there told me to be cautious, that there are creatures who settle into the powder white of the snow, with nary a clue to the careless, until it is too late. He went on, with his gestures and fantastic tales of entire merchant expeditions being killed by the beasts. His stories frightened the other inn patrons, but I will not be turned by a coward's tale. I will see these for my own eyes, for those icy caves and snow-capped peaks of the north are exactly the type of places that call to an adventurer like me. It did not take me long to find what I sought. These ice wraiths are lucid, serpentine creatures of magic, as if conjured from the frozen tundra and glaciers of Skyrim itself. At one point, with an environment that makes them nearly invisible, these ethereal apparitions are the death of many Nords, if not by their sudden, unholy strike that casts their entire body through their target, then by the malady of Whitbane, a curse of infection that dulls the intellect and makes the target even more the victim. As deadly as they are, ice wraiths are simple-minded in their determination, and combat is a straightforward affair, and brute force and a sharp blade are enough to fell these savage creatures. Only the hardiest of men would hope to survive just one of these beasts, but I have slain 2 with general ease. It's good that I found I can make decent coin selling the ice wraith's teeth, as they are a prized ingredient in alchemical potions. That will continue to afford me the opportunity to search these lands for a challenge worthy of story, for I have yet to see what would make me tremble. And finally, we will look at Uncommon Taste. First, to my old and dear friend Anton, I will never forget the kindness you and the entire Varian family paid to me when I visited High Rock those many years ago. We were both young, impetuous, and foolish, and those were dangerous times for us all. But we knew even then, as we surely know now, that our battlefield is the kitchen, our sword the spoon, our enemy hunger. And now, thanks to your guidance and friendship, I can share our love of Breton cuisine with all of Tamriel. For this cookbook is not just a collection of recipes, but the sum total of my life's work, and a testament to the power of passion. Your friend in food, the Gourmet. Uncommon Taste by the Gourmet. Congratulations! By opening this volume, you have taken the first step on a truly epic journey, a voyage through the vast landscape of Breton food and its myriad joys and wonders. You will explore scents, flavors, and textures so exquisite they will seem impossible, but they are more than possible. Indeed, by following the carefully selected recipes presented in this cookbook, you will prepare extraordinary dishes with such ordinary ease those around you will suspect sorcery. But the only magic is that which exists in your own heart, the passion you possess for creating delicious, amazing food that can be prepared easily and enjoyed endlessly. Start here and someday you too can be a gourmet. The first recipe is a sunlight souffle. The ingredients are 2.5 ounces of cottage cheese, 1 ounce butter, 1 ounce flour, 9 ounces milk, a dash of salt, a dash of pepper, a cupful of ground nutmeg. That's dangerous in real life. Recipe. Stoke the flames of your oven and achieve a moderate heat. Grate the cheese into thin shavings by running a finely honed elven dagger over the block. Separate the egg whites from the yolks and beat the whites vigorously until they thicken. Begin preparation of the signature sunshine sauce. Melt the butter and add in the flour while stirring continuously until well blended. Move the mixture to a smaller flame and begin gently stirring in the milk. It is crucial that you do not stop stirring. Continue to do so for 10 minutes until the mixture thickens. Then and only then will the sunshine sauce be considered ready. Add the salt, pepper, and nutmeg and remove from the flame. Add in the grated cheese and then the egg yolks. Stir well until fully blended. Then gently add in the egg whites with a spoon made of carved hickory wood. Gently pour the mix into 4 stonework souffle dishes, filling each nearly, but not quite, to the top. Put the dishes in your moderately hot oven and shut that door. Keep sealed for 25 minutes, or your scrumptious suns will rise, only to fall down flat into the oven's abyss. Remove after 25 minutes and serve immediately. Behold the brilliance of the sun and the exquisite flavor of the sunshine souffle. Now, I mentioned nutmeg. From ingesting large amounts of nutmeg, 1 to 3 tablespoons or more, you can experience hallucinations, confusion, anxiety, and euphoria, alongside physical symptoms such as nausea, dry mouth, rapid heart rate, and seizures. The symptoms usually resolve after a day or two, but obviously if you go well among that amount, like for example, an entire cup full of nutmeg, that can be dangerous. So if you want to try the recipe of the sunshine souffle in real life, maybe don't use that much nutmeg. The potage le magnifique. Ingredients: 4 cups chicken broth, 4 cups beef broth, 2.5 ounces butter, 1 wooden flagon of flour, 1 cup diced carrots, half a cup of diced onions. Stoke the flames of your open pit fire and achieve a low heat. Combine all ingredients into a large soup pot. Stir vigorously. Once hot, pour into earthen soup bowls immediately. Behold the gourmet's signature dish, the potage le magnifique. But wait, I know what you're wondering. That's it? Is that all there is to it? What's the secret of the gourmet? Do you really expect me to give away the secret to my most popular dish? Well, guess what? I will! For that secret, my friends, is you. That's right, the potage le magnifique is delicious and extraordinary. Using just the simple ingredients listed, you will create a potage that is both hearty and delicious. But in order to make the potage magnifique truly magnificent, it takes the imagination of a truly inspired chef. Do you have that gift? I have served bowls of the potage magnifique that have caused grown men to weep with joy. Can you guess what I added? Can you create magic?